my car yet. Thank you. For the Sprite, yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Hi, the Baba. You're a good person, Wildfire, who's had
I'm
bad
sorry,
things
what?
happen to her. You're a good person who's had bad things happen to her. You
Oh, yeah.
deserve love. You
Thank you.
deserve attention. You deserve to wake up and feel that everything is okay and not look at your phone and try to just hide yourself in it. When you wake up,
Exactly.
Keto, yes. When you wake up, the first thing you do is to look at your phone.
No, I wake up and I go and let my dogs out and I make me coffee first.
So you don't look at your phone.
Not first, no.
Okay, then hi babies! Hi!
Rip.
Hello! Hello! Oh, hello!
Look
Hi
at them with their
babies!
Halloween
Hi
bandanas.
babies! Oh, they're cute. So I would like you to try something, right? There's something I would like you to do for yourself and something I would like you to try. When you wake up tomorrow morning, after you let your dogs out, don't make that cup of coffee. Find a mirror and sit in front of it, even if it's a small mirror. And sit
Okay.
for 5 minutes. You can put an alarm on your phone, but for 5 minutes, sit in front of that mirror and look at yourself. And keep looking. And whatever happens
All right.
during that time, approach it. If you feel negativity, if you look at yourself and you're like, shit, like, ask yourself why you're doing
All right.
that. Because it's on your face.
Yeah.
How is it affecting you? You don't like the sight of it? If you start thinking ugly things,
Right.
like if your brain starts roaming, roam with it.
Yeah.
But come back and look at yourself and see what it does to you and those thoughts. See what these feelings do to you as a person by looking at yourself. If it's difficult for you to spend 5 minutes with yourself, how are you going to spend a lifetime with somebody else?
Right. Right.
So this is something that I do every morning or whenever I wake up. The first thing I do is let my kids out and I sit in front of a mirror and I stare at myself, and whatever comes out during that time, I tackle it. And that's how my day starts every single day. Every single day, I push myself to acknowledge myself for who I am, how I am. And if I wake up with a zit on my face, a pimple, she can
Yeah.
be there. Hi, baby girl. Hi, Jen. She can be there. Why? Because it's not affecting me. I can't see it when I'm not staring at a mirror. It's about what other people will see. That's the only
Exactly.
reason we have problems with ourselves, is because we're afraid of what other people are going to see. But remember one thing, if you put yourself down, you're giving people an opportunity to do the same. But if you lift yourself up
Right.
and they try to bring you down, that Cassandra person has disappeared.
Yeah.
They're not muted. They've disappeared. Why? Because they couldn't get under my skin. Because I didn't give them the reaction they wanted. Because I told them countless times, I respect you.
I get it. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm a firm believer in you are your own medicine. TikTok Casey this morning. I'm okay, mamas. How are you? Nari, thanks. Jen, you doing good, mamas? I have no wisdom to offer, but to have experience to share.
Yeah.
And from my experience, we are the only people who are capable of bringing ourselves down. Everyone else is just noise. And the only reason their words have effect on you is because you believe it. It's because you believe that, because you thought that yourself and you're like, this person saw me for who I am. That's not who you are. That's self-sabotage. Also, memories are not real. All of you sitting here right now, I need you to understand something, the gravity of this. Memories are not real. In fact, it's delusion. Experiences are real. And when you go back to relive those, even the good ones, when you go back to relive those memories, you are dancing in your delusion. And 90% of the time when you think about the good memories, it's when you're in a position where you hate life, you want to die, something, 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 and those good memories traumatize you. How things used to be. Golden Goose, because we are the same, mamas. If you sit there and you feel that you are nothing, and someone says to you that you are nothing, why are you crying on the internet when you believe the same thing? Why are you calling someone a bully when you've told yourself the same thing? No. That person is observing you treating yourself shit, and they're using it against you. You guys weaponize your own beings. You are sitting there telling people, like mama has fleas. What's her name? Diva. Why the hell are you telling the people on the internet your house has fleas? Even if your house has fleas, don't tell the people on the internet.
Definitely not.
Like,
Well, it was funny when she said that because everybody started asking their own dogs, and I even asked. I looked at my dogs and I looked them in the eye and I looked all over their body. I said, Sheba, do you have fleas? And she was looking at me like, what? And I was like, do you have fleas? And I was like, no, you're so healthy. Like, it was great.
also, if your dog has
My
fleas,
dogs don't have fleas.
but that's the thing. If your dogs have fleas, it speaks volumes about what kind of a person you are. Because if you can't take care of your dogs, how are you taking care of your kids?
Exactly. And I take good care. If my dogs get fleas, I give them a flea bath. You know, if they have to have an operation done or if there's something wrong with them, I take them to my vet. You know, their veterinarian. You know, and I go and spend whatever money they need so they can be healthy, so they
And
can have the best life.
granted, the fleas, they come without you wanting them. There are other dogs that have fleas, and that shit is on the ground sometimes when you're walking your dogs and it doesn't make you a dirty person. What makes you dirty is not getting rid of those fleas. What makes you irresponsible is not taking care of your pet, because again, can you imagine something in your head like this, like constantly biting you and eating at you?
No, that KJ, that's what she was doing to her daughters. She was getting fully. I'm not speaking on her kids, but
You're not speaking on a
this was
kid, you're
said.
making an observation.
Yeah, this was said multiple times that she was picking fleas out of her daughter's hair. There was just fleas just infested in daughter's hair and dogs and in the house and in the couch. I mean, that's ridiculous. If fleas got that bad, I would want to move out and I would want to go and get everybody checked.
That ain't fleas, that is lice.
Well, she needs to go get some of that tree tea oil and shampoo and conditioner and use that treatment for lice because that kills that. I'm sorry, that unalives it. Well, it unalives it. I used to get lice, and my mom would help me get rid of it.
Yeah, because when you go to school and stuff, like other kids have these, but like, oh my god,
right.
I'm too itchy for this.
Oh no, it's
hand sober, mom.
no, it's awful. It's awful. Lice is awful, and it itches. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know it's making me itch too.
And I have blonde hair, which means my roots. When my mom picked them out, they were white, just like the lice was. So she couldn't find the lice very well because my hair was the same color as it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and my hair's still the same color as it. You know, so I was born with almost white hair naturally. So when finding lice in my hair, it takes about 3 hours just to find them. Oh yeah. But I'll stop talking about it. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about it.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry.
Nickel.
I'm sorry, KJ.
She don't have lice. We're talking about people who are sitting on TikTok right now talking about how they're home, their kids, everyone has fleas. And we're like, how the hell do you got fleas? And why are you talking about it on social media firstly?
Yeah, we're talking about Diva, Jen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Jen.
I know who you're talking about. Hey, KJ.
Oh,
Rip.
hi, Jen. Oh, Lord.
All right. Hey, KJ, I'm going to get in here. I'm at work, but I'll still be in the chat. I got to get my dogs in there and feed them real quick.
Okay, Wi-Fi. Ooh.
But no, Slims, we don't have lice. None of us have lice. We're healthy people. So
Oh.
if you think we do, you can get in the box and say your piece, Slims.
No,
Oh.
Slim's is good people. I
Dude,
Oh,
think.
okay.
I
My bad.
literally
My
was
bad.
on
My
my
bad. I'm
phone
sorry.
scrolling.
Yeah,
Bye,
you gotta
mamas.
have a
Have a lovely
goosebumps.
day. Thank you for jumping in the box and joining us.
No problem. I'll jump in again. I'll jump in again.
No problem.
Bye.
Jen. No problem, honey.
Hey, how are
Wow.
you?
I am not doing, I feel like I want to bleach myself right now. I need to
Right,
rip the skin off my body right now.
right.
Wow. Wow. The thing is, I don't think that lady understands the gravity. Imagine sitting on social media telling people your kid has fleas. That child's going to grow up and that's a digital footprint that's going to follow her. Your mama say you have fleas.
Right.
Freaking hell.
I don't think she's the smartest crayon in the box.
Nah, dude. Tell me your mama's whack without telling me your mama's whack. She will go first because I'm sorry.
Right.
How do you have these conversations on social media not understanding the gravity? Holy shit. I'm really sorry, but in South Africa, we don't talk about these things. Like, if your kid has fleas, that's like, or your kid has lice, no, we don't discuss that. Why? Because it's a reflection on you. Like,
Yep.
firstly, sometimes you can't help it if your child gets lice or whatever. There are different reasons. But if you're sitting on social media talking about it, telling people how you have to pick it out of your child's hair, no.
Hey, BS. We're talking about Diva
Yeah, we're
having
talking
fleas.
about, and it's not to humiliate her. It's not to gossip about it. I don't understand how, and she's just an example.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people that talk about that stuff freely on here.
Yeah, she's just an example. And it's embarrassing. It's humiliating for the person, the children.
Yep.
But my point is, if your dogs have fleas and you're not doing anything about it, it's showing what kind of a person you are, because a dog is easy to maintain. You put that dog in a bath and you dip it. Hi, Jenny. And you dip your dog. You
Yep.
put your dog on some medication and you get rid of that shit. And if you can't do that for your dog, how can you do that for your kid? How can you do that for you? Self-care, self-respect starts with you. That's a reflection on not just your environment, but what kind of a person you are. Because if you're sitting on social media talking about fleas and lice and all these things, I'm sorry, that's not honesty and that's not relatable. That's not related for me. That's not something that's relatable, and that's not something that should be discussed, and that's not something that should be taken lightly.
Right.
So I don't know. It all boils down to what I was saying initially. Like, we spend so much of our time criticizing others when we have issues with ourselves. We have so many people out here who body shame and harass and raise awareness by bullying and exposing and stalking and humiliating. And at some point you got to turn around and look at that person and be like, but you got fleas in your house, or you have a criminal record, or like, you don't even shower, my dude.
Right.
You must see the spoonware is coming. I'm just making myself some. Oh my God. What the helly? What the helly? How the helly did this? Look at what. broke my cup.
Oh.
Yo, do you think I can still drink the coffee? Or is it no good?
That's a good question.
Hi, Kia. Do you think I can still drink the coffee or like is that no good? Oh. Damn.
Rach said no.
Yes.
Rach, come get in a box. Oh no, people are saying yes.
Okay,
Some
but
people are saying no.
okay, they could be shredded at 5.
BS said there could be shards in it, so no.
Oh, dude, what the hell? How the hell did that just happen?
Okay, Rach.
Dude, this is like these cups are super expensive as well. Like
Wow. It did. That straight up
and how
cracked
did
it.
it just crack like that? But how? No, it cracked, but all the coffee is how did it? It's cracked completely. Like look, and all.
Yeah, it's cracked good enough to where all of it's coming out, so.
How? But how does that happen?
If the cup is too cold and it goes into hot water, it can crack that way or vice versa. Oh, BS, why didn't you give her excusal note? Yeah, Carolyn,
Oh my God!
South African, we got this.
What do I have to do? Do I have to? Must I heat the cup? So it's okay. So I'm not telling you guys that it's expensive because I'm bragging. I'm telling you that like in my home we freaking lazy. We don't wash dishes. We put everything in the dishwasher. So I make sure that I get like dishwasher friendly, microwave friendly, all of that.
That's weird if it's microwave friendly that it did that.
This has a built-in milk frother. Yeah, I'm now kind of confused.
Yeah, like Rach said, that shouldn't have happened with it being microwave safe.
Oh,
Rach said to check your other mugs.
yeah, I'm about to do that right now because like, what the hell? Look, they still have price tags on them. They're new. These are new. They're brand new. What the heck? See, they're all new.
Someone said that something may have banged it in the dishwasher. That was probably cracked in the dishwasher.
No, that was never used. That's brand new.
Yeah, they're saying to get a refund.
Oh, can I do that? Okay, I'm gonna do that because, like,
Rach said run the new ones in the dishwasher and see if they crack.
damn, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put them all in the dishwasher. This is freaking scary because again, so I have a thing for cups. I love cups. I really love cups, and I don't care if they're expensive or they're cheap or whatever. But like, we bought these specific cups because we were like, okay, they look cute, and that's so. Ooh, I have the live foot. Absolutely. Oh, I love you guys. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. Let's try this with an old.
Rach said to do, if you do it in the dishwasher, do it top rack.
That's the top rack.
Oh, okay.
Like here?
Yeah.
That's where we're doing it.
Okay.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Yo, you know they tell you that, okay, anyone living out here who wants to make it in life, meaning y'all think that making it in life means having a massive home and nice cars. Firstly, let me tell you something. When that car gets scratched, I'm gonna take it for a refund. When that car gets scratched, even if it's a little scratch, it cripples you. Why? Because you can see it. And when you see it, you want to fix it. Then you go to fix it, and that costs thousands of dollars. And you're like, but that's just a scratch, dude. They're like, yeah, but we have to like do this and do that and get the color, da 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 da. Da. And you're like, but it's just a scratch. I can put nail cut. No, sir, you can't do that. The house, can you hear what's happening in my house right now? Can you hear this shit? Every day it's something new. Hi mamas. Every single day it's something new. Every single day they have to fix something, they have to do something, they have to, cups are cracking. So whoever told you guys that success comes in the form of materialistic things, I am a true example of that's bullshit. In fact, I've spoken to my darling, my partner, and I said to him, I think I want to stay in our apartment for a while. I think I need to stay. I don't want to be here right now because my elevator people are calling in. Like recently I found out that my elevator has a SIM card in it, like a SIM card. I was like, why does the elevator have a SIM card? No, because it's to connect it's network connectivity in case the elevator stops working and you get stuck. So I'm like, what? They were like, yeah, you know when you press the help button in the elevator, it's not immaculate transmission, sorry. There's a SIM card in there that connects you with the service provider that you are using. So mine is Cone, and so if I press it, it rings Cone. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I said, then how the hell because again, this morning I woke up, it happened twice now. This morning I woke up and I'm like, why is there music playing in my house? My helper's not here today. She's sick. So who the hell is in my house? I walk again and I'm walking past the elevator and I'm hearing this, like, it's like not even elevator music. It sounds like some upbeat shit. So I'm like, who the hell? Because again, I forget that's happened before. Like, who the hell is in the elevator? So I called Achilles and he's like, no, mama, I don't want to come outside right now. So I took I swear, I took my wooden spoon. Yeah, and I pressed the elevator button and it opened and it's just music. And I was like, shit, it happened again. So what's happening is the call centers, you know, like these call centers that phone you and try to sell shit to you, they somehow got access to this number and it's automatically connecting into their system because after 30 seconds, if it keeps ringing, it automatically answers. How crazy is that? Someone can hack my internet.
Right?
Yeah, so now I'm waiting for the guys to bring a new SIM card. And now upstairs, another thing, do you know what they're doing?
What?
They're fixing my door. My door just shattered. Just randomly.
I've had that happen before.
But how?
I don't know. My cousins and I, we were in the living room watching TV, and next thing we know, the front door just shattered.
One of my doors upstairs I just touched it. I was about to open it and it just shattered.
Yeah, it
It's
depends
double
on
glazed.
the heat outside and the heat inside.
But it's double glazed.
Oh.
So I don't really, that's currently what's happening right now. It's double glazed. And I literally, I went to, because it's just panoramic glass doors, the entire top. And I just turned the thing and I ended up just holding I had the handle in my hand while everything just like, yeah.
Oh no.
You missed when I did the American accent? Oh, what happened? My door shattered and my elevator was talking to me pretty much. My American accent, oh goodness. I come from the land of the free. I don't know what y'all talking about, but like, I'm not coming out here talking about that shit no more. I don't want to talk about faith. I don't want to talk about diva. I don't want to talk about none of that shit. I just want to talk about y'all. I want to talk about everything y'all talk about because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting out here doing my best life, living my best life, doing my best thing. And like, these people come out here and they want to talk shit to me. They're like, KJ, look at your teeth. And I'm like, bitch, I am. Like, I'm looking at myself when I talk to myself. So, whatevs. Yes. You're welcome. Yeah, Gordon. Yes, it gets a little crazy up in here. Yeah. I'm thinking my AC taking too long to cool down. My room light was like, dude, maybe it's the AC. And here, KJ, everything is shut. Exactly. I'm having a moment. I'm having a day. But I'm just, you know what's hurting me so much? I don't know how much that's gonna cost me. Like, that's why I said to my darling, hi, soulful girl. I was like, dude, I think we need to go on a vacation. He's like, but I'm on a vacation right now. Why don't you come with me? I'm like, no, I don't think we should be at home. And he's like, why? What happened? And I just sent him a picture of me holding this thing. And he's like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, that's the door handle. And he's like, why is it in your hand? And then I video called him and I showed him the floor. And he was like, dude, what happened? Are you okay? Like, I'm like, no, dude, I tried to open the door. And he's like, not KJ, because that's not my name, but he goes, KJ, what the hell? How did you try to open the door? I said, with my hand. And he's like, how did that happen? He's like, I can't leave you alone at home for 2 seconds without something happening. That's the truth, by the way. He can't leave me at home for 2 seconds without something happening. Like my fridge, I just... And I told him about that. I gave him a bit of a house tour of what's been happening while he's not around. He's like, do I need to come home? That's what he said to me. He's like,
Yeah.
I was like, no, you don't need to come home. I'm very spoiled. I really am very spoiled. I am a mess. So the reason why I'm doing everything, I have help at home. I'm lazy. At least I'm honest about it. But I have help at home. She's not out here washing my panties and shit, okay? But I mean, she's like doing like light cleaning and stuff. And when she's not around, I have to do these things for myself.
Yeah.
And it's not working out for me very well. At least this cup didn't crack. Oh, but I made cold coffee because I didn't froth my milk. I want to
Uh-oh.
no. You distracted me, Jen. Y'all, I have first of all, why do you think I sit on TikTok dealing with your problems? Because I have none. I'm creating my own problems. I am the problem. Like, I sit out here every single day and people try to shame me for my teeth or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I'm about to pay like, I don't know, $4,000 for some shit that I didn't even do. It is your fault.
Right.
Like, can I tell you the reason why I'm talking so much is because the more I hear the knocking and banging and stuff, the more I'm thinking, yo, that's like every hit is like $5. Like every hit is like, I'm freaking out about how much this thing is going to cost right now. Because I can tell you, if you want to live in a home like mine, you're going to be paying out of an ass. And it's not going to be your own ass because at some point you got nothing left to give. Yeah.
Right.
So if you're living in an apartment, you are blessed. If you are renting an apartment, it might be expensive to pay the rent, but you are blessed because when something happens and the window breaks or shatters when it's not your fault, the landlord has to fix that shit. But if, I said this before, one of my ceilings in my other home collapsed. There was a massive, like crazy storm, and the trees, because we were surrounded by trees at some of the windows, and one of the trees, old heavy tree, bent and broke the ceiling down. Like it literally hit. I don't know how, I don't know what. It's like God was like, and that thing, the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
The room that the floor, no, not the room, that the floor, the ceiling that has that fracture. I called it a fracture because I don't know what happened. The floor was marble. Okay, so when the ceiling collapsed, it was just a piece of it, not the full ceiling, but that half of it. When the ceiling collapsed, it fell down and it shattered some of the marble. Not shattered completely, but it broke. So I was like, and again, my darling wasn't home when this happened. Hey, Jay! What? How did that happen? Because I didn't show him the ceiling, I showed him the floor. And he was like, how did that happen? What is that? I'm like, that's the ceiling, my dude. He's like, what the hell? So I'm like, I don't know what to do. He's like, okay, I'm coming home. Thank God he was in another city. He wasn't. So he comes home because I just locked. That thing was flooding. Like there was water and shit coming in. And I was like, I'm not going in there. I'm just closing it. So he arrived in the evening. And when he came in, there was water damage everywhere. Like I had my helper take out all the stuff that we could take out, but there was water damage. So the next day we got some maintenance guys in to give us a quote. Without even like assessing it, he's like, this is going to cost about 200K, right? So I was like, for the ceiling and the floor. He's like, no, for the ceiling. The floor, we don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? He's like, that's marble. I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, we're going to have to pull out all the marble because it was one, by the way, it was one slate of marble. It wasn't marble tiles like that. It was a slate of marble. And if one cracks or piece of it shatters, I was like, that's not true. That's not. And he was like, he bent down and he said to me, come look. Up until that point, I didn't realize they weren't marble tiles. It was a slate of marble because there was no indent.
Right.
Do you know how much I was quoted for that?
How much?
Like 500K.
Jeez.
So in American dollars, that's like
crazy.
Like $25,000, and the ceiling is like $12,000. So, not done. We've got home insurance. Do you know what my insurance says? We don't cover that kind of damage.
What?
I was like, what do you
I
mean?
thought that was the whole point of insurance.
We don't cover natural disasters. I was like, this is not a natural disaster. This is chaos. They're like, we don't cover natural disaster. So I had to remove the marble
That's
off my
crazy.
floor. They fought me for months and months and months. And at the end of it, I told them, if you don't sort it out, I'm going to sue you. So they did the ceiling, but they didn't cover the floor.
That's just outrageous.
Also, they said that they can do floor replacement, but they can't put marble. So I was like, but then what is like for like? Thank you, butterfly. This is the shit. This is the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because it doesn't matter how much money you have and where you live and how beautiful your home is. If something were to happen, if something happens, bye, Johnny. Take care, darling. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, exactly. That's what they told me, Hokido. General house insurance doesn't cover natural disasters. There's a specific insurance. So I said to them, when I was getting insurance, when we were doing this, why didn't you tell me? No, because we live in South Africa. I swear on my life, we live in South Africa. We don't live in America with natural disasters. That's what he said to me. That's what the broker said to me. And I was like,
That's
bro.
crazy.
So you guys don't want this. You don't want this life. I want to go stay in an apartment. I want to go stay in a place where my home gets freaking cold. I have underfloor heating. Do you know my electricity bill, if I put the heating on, it comes up to about $20,000? Electricity. My elevator itself, I'm paying $5,000 every month just for the elevator to go up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah.
Jeez.
Again, I'm not telling you guys to flex. I'm telling you that this is why you don't see me using the elevator too much.
No, right.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's cool and bougie to have the elevators in your home until you have to pay for that. That's in US dollars, Mia. Like 5,000 USD because there are two. That shit's constantly running. You can't switch your elevator off unless you switch the elevator off, and I'm not doing that. So this life it's too much. People always say to me, oh, that's not your home because we don't see you. You know why you don't see me in it? Because it's expensive to live in it. That's why we're building another home. Because this one, really, eventually, I think we're going to sell this house because one, it's too cold. Two, Like, I think I'm cursed here. And 3, it's too expensive. I'm being honest with you. All the money in the world cannot facilitate this. It's stressful. That
Right.
is easy. So, shout out to anybody sitting here who's living in a comfortable apartment. You are living the best damn life. Listen, I have 8 bathrooms in my home. Let me show you something. Here's one. Every level we have a toilet for guests. Here's another one. Here's another one. There's one out there, out on the rooftop. There's
That's
one
awesome.
down at the pool. And then that's excluding the ones in the bathrooms. Again, when you flush water, by the way, that's money. Bro, no one tells you this. Also, the reason why my home is so big and stuff is because I don't have friends. I have family. And I love my family coming over. I love my family being here. I have a massive family. And I love to host them. But the thing is, my family don't even live in the city that I live in.
Oh, that sucks.
So please, everyone come live with me, and please, you can pay rent as well to me. Like, I'm really freaking out about what's happening upstairs right now. Like, I'm really freaking out about these things because it's just happening. I have 3 brothers and a twin sister. No, they don't come stay with me. They have their own homes. This is the other thing. They have their own homes. Like, they have their own homes in the city as well. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing is, it took about 2 years to build our home. It takes a lot. And in those 2 years, everyone was doing things and buying their own properties and stuff. So when the house was finally ready, what the hell? Yeah. No, you want to know how paranoid we are? I'll show you how paranoid we are. We have security shutters everywhere. My house is a fortress. And it's not because I live in probably the safest area in Africa, but this is what you go through when you have this big house. Like, really, this,
Right.
and people, thank you for the compliment about my beautiful house, but I'm telling you guys, this is not what you want. Because again, it's not for anyone else but me, and this is not what I want. Hello. Yeah. And living this life, people glamorize this. I don't post videos. I don't sit on social media doing get ready with me and show you like beautiful landscapes and like this and that. Thank you, April. It's beautiful, but it's a lot. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, every single day, people are out here selling this unrealistic, there's 4 levels, Black Wolf. People are sitting here every single day creating these false perceptions and false realities of wealth and of success. And they're making people feel insecure because you don't have that mansion or you don't have that villa or you don't have that car. I'm telling you now, I grew up like this. I grew up with this. And now I remember why my mama was always upset. My entire life, my mother complained about the nice things we had. And I always said to her, but we have it better than others. She's like, no, they have it better than us. And I didn't ever understand. And now I do. Now I understand her frustrations. Now I understand her anger. Now I understand why she downsized even. Because when my mom downsized, like I grew up in a massive home, and then she downsized, and I was like for me, I was like, are we poor? Do we lose our money? As a kid, I'm like, why did that? Like, what's going on? Like, Mom, are we okay? And she was like, we don't need it. Also, I came home one day when I was 15 and there were guys filling up the pool. I was so angry at her. I was like, when I say I was angry, I was raging angry. Like, what the hell? Why are you doing that? Like, what? She's like, KJ, it's not my name. KJ, we built this pool when we built the house. How many times have you swum?
Not a lot.
I can count on my hand.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, KJ, since you were a kid, I was on the swim team and then I stopped swimming. Since you were a kid, how many times did I sit outside with you and your sister and try to get you to put your feet in the water kind of thing? I was like, but it was cold. And then she was like, but then we heated it. Did you swim? No. How many times did I tell you, if you're not going to use the pool, we're going to fill it up? I was like, but why are you doing that? Like, now it looks ugly. And you know what she said to me? She's like, I'm pretty much renting this pool because of how much I'm paying for it every month, because of the maintenance, because of the care, because of this, because of that, because of the heating. It's constantly running. And again, 15-year-old me just thought my mom was being spiteful, even though I'm not using the pool. It's not about that. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Like, these things bleed you. It doesn't matter where you come from. These things bleed you. I can have all the money in the world and I can tell you right now, I want to live in a 2-bedroom apartment, a nice big 2-bedroom apartment. But I want to live in a 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, a cozy apartment or cozy little home, because this is getting very frustrating. And the people who sit out here and want this house and want this life and want what I have, the people who sit there and show these things on social media, they're not happy people. They're not content people. Again, I can sit there and do get readies with me and stuff, and I can show off my life and show off my home and show the superficial shit. It's not about that. Even if I were to give it, Patboy, for example, give it to you guys, you would not cope. You would not cope because the builds, the landscaping, everything, it's too much. It really, I know it sounds like I'm complaining about having something good in life, but I'm telling you now, if any of you are sitting here wanting to achieve this when you grow up or grow older and you feel like this is what will make you complete, it won't. This is probably my biggest stress in life right now, my home. And I would not recommend this to anybody. I don't post videos and pictures of my home because it's my personal private space. I don't give people house tours because it's mine, but you'll see things. I literally show you what you already see in the background. I'm not showing you anything new. I'm not going to other sides of my home. It's okay if Miss Lucy is falling asleep. That makes me think my voice I got a pleasant voice. It's a compliment. Thanks. But yeah, if any one of you ever feel like you need more than you have, stop being ungrateful. Because I'm not ungrateful right now. I'm being transparent. The Baba, absolutely. And if you can, don't buy a house. Don't buy an apartment. Don't buy. Don't buy. I know it's horrible, but you're putting yourself in debt. Even if you buy it cash, you're putting yourself in debt. I'm not trying to be mean or like, no, Johnny, you're more than welcome to ask. I am going to get married, just not right now. I have first world problems to deal with, like my house. I don't want children. Exactly, Diesel. Every single day there's something new to pay for. Hello, Fatwell. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. Have you figured it out, sir? Is everything working out?
Oh no.
Redwan done upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Melissa, I'm starting to feel a little bit better.
The door, yeah?
Don't open for 72 hours.
Don't open for 72 hours. This one here, right?
Yeah, this one. Facing
Yes.
this one, you can open.
Okay, thank you, sir. God bless. Take care. Thank you for coming through.
How bad? Bad.
So they've replaced doors, not a door, doors. And the one door, the one that shattered that they just replaced, I can't open for 72 hours. But Ah! He just told me that my neighbor's pipes. Now, I don't have immediate neighbors. I have neighbors on that side, but they're building on one of the sides. My neighbor's pipes have burst or some shit, and it has seeped into my. And I was like, is it sewer? He's like, I don't know, but my lawn, I haven't gone into that side in like a couple of days, but he says that my lawn is dead. My lawn is dying.
Oh.
Do you know how expensive it is to maintain? Dude. Holy shit.
Wow.
I didn't even do anything wrong. That has nothing, that, like, I didn't even. Yo, when it rains, they're going to go get some stuff now to fix it.
Okay.
I think I need to sell. I think I need to just, like, it's coming. If they're super sweeping to your lawn, shouldn't they pay for it? The issue is, can you hear? There's like, can you hear that? Like the grinding and stuff. They're busy extending and building their homes, so no one is there. So it's not even them. They're not even here. They're foreigners. They're from France. Also, for the past 3 weeks, it's been surround sound renovation, and like it is, and I have double glazed windows, double glazed everything. I have thick walls. My neighbors are not immediate. There's like maybe like 150 square meters between my home and my neighbor's home on either side. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. I'm actually happy that I'm experiencing this online right now because again, it goes back to y'all don't need this. If you want to have all of this, I'm telling you now, it's because you want to show it to other people.
Right.
Because if you even understood the gravity of what I feel right, like I feel like crying. Yo, it costs a lot. Like it's a lot. The thing is, I also asked him how. I also asked him how much did those doors cost upstairs, and he's like, he didn't
Not
even.
good.
He said he's gonna give me an invoice. Like, but he was like, and like you know that awkward smile.
Mm-hmm.
Life always throws twists and turns and tests. Yeah, exactly, Joni. But I'm starting to, as I get older, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I wanted this big, beautiful home is because growing up, I had a big, beautiful home. So it was my standard. And also, I was like, I'm not lowering my standard for anybody. It was arrogant, I swear. It was an arrogant thing.
Yeah.
And now I'm suffering from my arrogance. So again, babies, please, if you think that life is all about this shit and this makes you happy, it doesn't. Because again, your rent is cheaper. Also, again, don't buy a house. Don't buy an apartment. Don't do any of that.
Yes.
Every single day you're going to be fixing shit. Can I tell you something? If this floor gets scratched, in fact, I'm going to show you something. In fact, I saw it this morning. Can you see?
Yeah.
The last time we had to fix a scratch like that, the panel itself is like, I think in dollars, maybe like $90. Just one piece of it, just not the whole thing, like literally this one here. It's like $90.
Right. That's crazy.
Why? Because KJ wanted to have nice things in her house and import. KJ wanted to be bougie and said, this is KJ's first big, thanks, very nice. KJ's first big everything. And KJ wants to go full on. That's why it took 2 years. Again, babies, don't be like KJ. Don't be like all these morons. Don't be like social media. People are going to be like, yeah, you're rich. You're living your best life. You're not. I'm not living my best life right now. I'm really not. I'm imploding in front of you guys right now. Really, I'm actually, I really want to cry right now. Hi, Kiki. I'm really sorry, Bobs. Please, I really want to cry right now.
Go ahead. We're here.
I think the reason why it's irritating me is because it's been a long time now that I've been feeling this way. It's been a long time now, this pent up feeling that I think I made a mistake with my home. And like, we've spent a lot of money. We spent a lot of time. I've spent a lot of tears, and it's now like I'm doing this to myself. No, I didn't sell. I'm sitting right here thinking it's time to sell. The older I get, the more I realize that I don't want or need any of this, bro. Really, I don't. And I'm telling you guys this because if you are sitting there looking at my home and comparing it to yours, you're living better than me. Because every single day I am stressing about what new is going to break or what new is going to happen. And this is basically imprisoning myself in my home, living paranoid. Charlie H, OC, it's horrible, right? At some point I don't want to feel like I'm living in a museum and not touch my shit. No, I don't. Can I tell you? I will never rent my home out. I will never have someone else live in my home. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I can't. Why? Because what if someone damages my shit? Like, what if someone literally one day decides, I don't like KJ, I'm gonna smash her home to pieces? What if someone literally loses their shit?
Right.
Aunt, Brandy, life is great. Situations right now are not, but there are too many expenses. And I'm very grateful that I've met all of you. Every single one of you sitting here, everyone that is not here right now. Because in a way, you've humbled me. In a way, I get to see your problems as problems and my first world problems. I call them first world problems. This shit that's happening in my home is not a problem. It's something that I did. I caused this, actually. And the life that you experience and the life I experience is not the same. Because I'm worried about my cup breaking and not about someone telling me that my teeth are crooked. Would you ever go back to an apartment penthouse? Yes, I think I would. I really think I would. But I do have another home. This is the other thing. This is not my only home. Also, here's... So many trucks. Here's my other thing, right? I am terrified to put my house on the market. We've been thinking about this for a whole year. Why am I terrified? Because unfortunately, I'm famous on social media. Thank you, Charlie. Now someone goes into like private property or property listing and sees my home and just wants to come here for the sake of coming to my home. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Angel, that's the life. Land, animals, a roof over your head and a full belly. At this point, I'd rather live in a Wendy house, like a... Yeah, so that's the other thing. That there's paranoia here. Margot! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Angel, I tried that. Last year we tried that. And I can't isolate myself. Like I can't be away. Margot, I have nothing to give you other than I hope that you have a fantastic day. And I hope that today is no different to every other day, because I hope that you get treated like it's your birthday every single day. Happy anniversary. Joni, I have a partner who loves me to death. Like, he loves me to a point where he wants to leave Singapore right now to come home because I was crying on the phone to him earlier. Absolutely very nice. Every day it's new problem. Miss Angel, I've been crying. Margot, you're another year more beautiful. But I suppose it wouldn't be safe for you and Darling to live in. Yes, Angel, that's the thing. I'm just saying enjoy them. No, this is the other thing. The reason why I don't stay in this home of mine all the time is because I get frustrated in here. And now again, I'm getting frustrated, but you guys are seeing it in real time. And for me, the gravity has hit me now that it's not just me. It's not just my feelings like this. You're making me feel like I'm not spoiled, or because that's the other thing. I used to feel guilty about how I feel because I have it better than everyone else. But now that I understand my mother's outlook, absolutely, Black Wolf. Good morning, mother of squirrels. Now that I understand my mother and what she used to say, I'm like, holy shit. Like, really, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be living in Germany right now, but they don't want my son, my pit bull. Yeah, they don't want you. You heard. They don't want you.
That's so crazy. Because
They don't want
pit
you.
bulls get such a bad rep.
Yep.
But they are like, I don't know. I want a pit when I'm able to have a dog. And I'm going to train it to be like my emotional support animal. But KJ, I am going to go to sleep. My medicine's kicking in.
Okay, darling. Thank you for spending your morning with me, and also thank you for you're probably right now, all of you, yes, but you being here right now is probably the reason I was able to handle this in a much better way.
Right.
So thank you, and thank all of you, because I really am imploding right now, and it's really difficult because it's disappointing, you know, like I built this shit,
Right.
and now what I built is collapsing in front of me. Yeah, so at least I have you guys. At least that's not
Of course. I'm always a message away if you ever need anything, okay?
Thank you. Have sweet dreams,
You're
and I'll
welcome.
talk to you later, okay?
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Yeah, the Baba, you guys are suffering with me as well. But it's okay. I can fix this. I can fix anything. I just needed this moral support. The wannabe Dr. Phil. No, I don't want a penis or bald head. So no, I'm not a wannabe Dr. Phil. What broke? My door upstairs. Like I turned the handle and it shattered like the whole door shattered and I was just holding the handle. And now they're doing building and renovations next door at the neighbor's house, and apparently one of their pipes had burst or something, and that shit has seeped into the side of my home, my garden. Angel, I don't even know, like I can't even explain. Also, I was barefoot and I didn't get cut or hurt. Yeah. Then why are you acting like you are some god thinking you can help people? I am not some god, I am my god, and I can help people. In fact, I'm helping you right now. Get in the box, let's talk. If you've got an opinion, you're so passionate about sharing your opinion, let's talk.
So I'm just hearing you're all over my For You page. How the fuck is that there?
Because I'm famous.
And then I call you the next wannabe Dr. Phil because you act like you were, Faith situation, right? Mm-hmm. Guess what? That's a lost cause. Why are you wasting your time on that shit?
I'm not even talking about Faith. You are.
You have been. There's videos of you literally bashing her for playing with herself. You're exposing her, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
Come on, yo. You definitely act like you're this wannabe. Like,
oh, I act like I'm a wannabe. Doesn't a wannabe not need to act? They just are, and then you say they're a wannabe. Why am I acting like a wannabe?
Then why do you act like you're some therapist for all these people? Because you're not.
I am.
Can you show me proof?
Yeah, you are proof of that.
You are not a therapist. Are you licensed?
Yeah, I am.
Then show me proof.
Why don't you show me your face first?
No, bitch.
No, bitch. See, now why are you getting aggressive?
Why are you acting like you some type of media person that helps people when you can't do shit? No, you can't help Faith out. You can't help her out. So give up on her.
I think
you think you're some
we moved on from Faith a long time ago. Show's over on Faith. You bringing her
up. What are you talking about? You were just talking with her last week.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first and last time I spoke with Faith. I don't know if you got the memo, but I'm not where you are, and I'm not who you are, and I'm not a wannabe Dr. Phil. And if I was a wannabe Dr. Phil, then that
You kind of are.
no,
You
because
are.
I
You
actually
definitely are.
I
Like, you
aspire
sound
to
like
be
it.
more like Jerry Springer.
You sound like you want to get people. You want to get people's information, right?
No, I
And
want
then
to.
you bash them about them.
No,
You
I'm
know
being honest
what
with you. I
they've
want to get
done.
people's money. I want to get people's time. I want to get people's energy. I want to get people's support. I want to get people's discernment. I want to get people's
So where's
respect.
the support? I don't see no support.
Oh, I have
I've
him.
seen a bunch of videos about you bashing
Oh, that's
other
okay.
people,
That's fine. Thanks for
you
watching.
bullying people.
Thank you for watching.
So I mean, there's
Yeah,
people reposting you. Like, for
I
fuck's
appreciate
sakes,
that.
I
Thanks for
can't
letting
get
me
rid.
know.
Like,
You
is
want
this
to
what
release
TikTok
my
is?
video?
People reposting and live streaming other live streamers.
That's
Like,
fantastic.
come on.
I made it in life now. Wait, I need it for my mom.
What the fuck about your mom?
Hi, mom. Guess what?
See, this is why. This is
I'm
why
sending
she's
to America.
delusional. She's talking to a damn spoon. Look at her, yo. She looking funny as hell, goofy as hell. This bitch don't know shit.
Yes. No, that's the TV on. I'm watching an American channel right now. I don't have PG on it, so
Oh,
yeah. Oh no, yes, I'll change the channel in a bit. I love you. I just want to tell you that I'm famous now. Yeah, I'm like Dr.
you ain't
Phil.
famous, bitch. You ain't famous.
Yes, like Dr. Phil. Yeah, the dude, the bald head dude with a catch me outside. How about that?
Well, you don't even know who I look like, so
Okay.
how can you say that?
I love you. Bye.
This skinny ass bitch.
Skinny. Yes, I am skinny. Thanks. I love it.
Then eat more, for fuck's sakes. Do you not get fed enough?
I like
Do
being.
you not get money?
No, I
Does the
don't.
government not pay you enough?
No, no, not at all. No,
Then shit.
I know. It's sad, right?
Then what are you doing on here then?
I don't know. I'm just sitting here listening to people like you.
You're not listening. You take people's information and twist it and make them look bad. Just like you did with Faith. You made her look bad. You
Why
put
are
her
you so
shit out
obsessed
there
with Faith?
when
Why are
it
you so-
wasn't even your
But
business. It
why
was
are
none
you
of
so
your
obsessed with
business
Faith? Why
for
are you
knowing
so-
what she was in.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
with
she's
all
a
due
damn
respect-
scammer, but
Hello?
like fuck's
No,
sakes, like
okay.
literally,
But why are
like you
so
are bashing
fixated?
her.
You
You
love
allow
Faith.
her
I
on your
think this is
live,
fake.
and then you
I
think
think
that
this
you're
is
this
fake
next
sexism.
Dr. Phil.
I feel like
Like,
Faith's ex-boyfriend.
where's your man? Because it doesn't seem
don't
like you
have
got
one.
one.
I don't have a man. Yeah.
I wonder why.
I also wonder why. Can you tell me why?
I can't, because I wonder. Do you not know what wonder means?
No, I don't. Can you tell me? I don't know. I'm South African. We're a third world country.
All right, so we got 200 people in here, y'all. Make sure to follow me. Also, like you're following a girl that literally talked on a damn spoon.
If I were a boy, would it be different?
Who's this? What's up, Brenda? Is she hot?
Bro, one thing you're not
What's up?
gonna do
Hold on, bitch. Hold on,
is
bitch. Shut the
no,
fuck
no,
up,
no,
bitch.
no. You can
Shut the
call me
fuck
that
up,
all
bitch.
you want.
Shut the fuck up,
But one
bitch.
thing you're not gonna do is come onto
Shut
her
the fuck
page
up, bitch.
and call her a bitch,
Bitch.
or body shame her.
Bitch.
That's
Shut the
one
fuck
thing
up.
you're not gonna do,
Hold
bro.
on.
Bitch. Then
Why-
block me.
hold
You
up.
can block
Brenda,
me.
can I tell you? I think this dude has mommy issues.
You do that to all your haters. You block every fucking
I don't
hater.
have haters.
Like,
You're a fan.
You
Know me.
have haters. You block
You're
me
a
on my other
fan.
account.
Know me.
And
You're
you
a
block me
fan.
on my other
You're a
account,
fan.
bro.
You're a fan.
Like,
You're a fan. You're a fan. You're a fan. You're a fan. That's
no,
what you
I'm
are.
calling you out for your shit.
You're not
You
calling
think
me
like
out.
you're a therapist
How are you calling
and,
me
and
out?
all
I'm
that, but
inside.
you are
Catch
not a
me inside.
therapist.
How about
You're not
that?
licensed.
Catch
You're
me
not. You
inside.
didn't show
How
me
about
proof that
that?
you're licensed.
Catch me inside. How
Like,
about that? I'm not
what are you talking
outside.
about?
You're calling
How do
me.
you
You say
know
you're
she's
calling
not
me
a
out.
therapist?
I know.
How do
She's
you
not showing me
know?
proof.
Have you seen her
Show me proof
credentials?
then. Show me your license then.
I
You
can
don't have to show
check
you
on all-
shit, dude.
Bro,
Then
I
stop
can-
acting like you're a
You
therapist.
don't
You
feed
ain't no
her, you don't
therapist.
finance her, and you don't fuck her. So what does she got to prove to you?
I also need
I mean,
to
I would
say
love to
something.
fuck
I'm a
her,
South
but
African
like,
woman. How can I prove my credentials to someone like you? I can go print it out on the internet. You would never know.
I mean, I could look you up. I mean, it's
Bro,
not
go
that
look
hard
me
to
up.
find.
America and South Africa are two different places. We have personal information that's protected. Y'all have access to everything. We don't. So
You got stuff that's
Go search.
protected.
Go search
What?
King John's license to give
Is
advice
your name
on the
John?
internet. Yes, my name is John. Nice to meet you.
Why is your name John?
Why is your
What's it
name
to
That's a
you?
Nosy?
guy's name.
Why is your name? Yeah, it is a guy's name. So what?
So why do you have that?
Because I feel like it. Because I was born this way.
So your parents didn't love you, obviously.
No, they didn't.
Your
It's so
parents
sad.
probably didn't
They
love
named you after a
because
man.
you're a
Absolutely.
precious little
Like,
boy.
They named me after a big man.
who are you,
John.
Brenda? Like, who is this bitch
You
that
don't
came
need
up?
to. You don't need to worry who I am. You don't take care of me. You don't take care of my needs. So why do I gotta tell you
I mean, do you
anything
want me to? I
about
can.
me?
Give me your cash app. I'll send you some money. Like, I
I
know
don't
there's
need your
people like you
money.
that are desperate for money that can't find a job and sitting in their fucking house. Like, we
Said the
get
guy
it.
sitting on the King John show, wanting attention and clout, asking people to follow him.
Yo, but I got a job. I gotta
You don't
go to
have a
work in
job.
2 hours,
You don't
actually.
have a job.
And then
You don't
also,
have a job.
like,
You
what?
don't have. Don't lie. Why are you lying? Show us your job. Show us proof that you work. Show it. Show it. Show proof.
Well, actually,
Show
I
proof.
work for myself.
Oh yeah, working on yourself and working for yourself are two different things. Maybe you should try the first, the former, not the
Did you
latter.
know that y'all were slaves?
Beg your pardon?
Oh, green-eyed goddess, I'm
Did you
not a
know that y'all were
pygmy.
slaves?
Did we know that we are what?
Do you know that we are all slaves right now?
No,
Yeah, we're all slaves.
you're a slave.
We
Don't
are.
reflect.
Because
Oh, I
guess
think
what?
John
Guess
is that
what?
then. He's a
You get
slave.
paid money, right? For the
No, I
job you
don't. I
do,
don't get
whatever
paid money.
job.
I get attention. I get paid in
Whatever,
attention.
whatever. So you don't even have a job.
No, I
Okay,
don't.
you're
I'm unemployed. I swear.
irrelevant.
No,
What
it's true.
about
I'm
you, Brenda?
unemployed. I'm very open and
Brenda, do
honest
you
about
work?
being unemployed.
Brenda, do you work?
Yes, I do.
All right, then. Man, what do you do?
Oh, okay, Dr. Phil.
I'm a
Welcome to the
full-time
999 show.
caregiver for my mother. That's what I do.
You what for your mother?
I'm a full-time caregiver for my mother.
So you don't even get paid. You're just doing it for free.
Exactly. I don't need to get paid.
So you're living off the government then.
No, I'm not. I don't get anything.
No, then how are you living then? How are you
What is
like
it your
alive then?
business?
It's none of your business.
How are you
how
What is
people
it
are
alive?
your
living.
business?
Look at this wannabe.
You are the
Wannabe?
You are literally the one asking her questions. You switched up so
I
quickly
could
to get her attention.
I'll repost
You
the
know we're
videos
all.
of you
Do y'all
bashing
know that we're
people
all
and bullying
slaves? Do y'all
people.
know that we're all
And this
slaves? Do y'all
dude,
know that we're
this
all
dude
slaves?
here, yeah, we are.
No, you
Guess
are.
what?
I'm not a
Guess
slave.
what?
You're a slave.
So you don't work, so you're a bum.
No, I'm unemployed. There's a difference. I have a bum.
Exactly. You don't work, you're a bum.
No, I'm not a bum.
You're unemployed.
I am
What
unemployed.
like that's a bum. Why aren't you
What?
employed then? Get a job.
No, I don't need a job. What do I need a job for?
Why?
What do I need a job
Why do you
for?
need a job? So you think it's okay? Oh wow.
No, what do I need a
Where
job? Can
where
you
do
tell
you
me? No,
live? Are you
honestly,
in America? Are you in
I'm not trying to be
America or the
condescending.
UK
I'm not
or
trying to be
Canada?
condescending. But what do I need a
I
job
don't give
for?
a shit. You be condescending, bitch. I want
I'm
you to
not a
lick
bitch.
lash
And I'd
out.
rather
Go
be a
ahead,
bitch and
bitch.
bark than try to bite with
Bitch.
no teeth like you.
Go ahead, bark and bite, bitch.
What's your
Does
occupation,
it
by
make
the
you
way?
feel better to call women names? I mean, honestly,
I'm just
does
calling
it?
the female the
Do
right
you? I
term. A
mean,
bitch, you not know
a
what bitch
real
means?
man does
Look
not
it up.
call women
Hold
names.
on. I'm gonna mute her.
No, no, no,
Look
no.
up the word bitch, and then
Yeah,
you
it's a
would
female
understand.
dog.
Brenda, I'm gonna drop you
And
down
you are a
because
female
you're
dog.
giving him the
Yeah,
reaction he
kick me,
wants.
bitch, because you
So
kick
Okay.
me
thank you
all
for taking
the
a
Much
moment.
haters.
love
I
to
Kick me,
you.
appreciate you.
bitch.
I love you.
Kick me, bitch.
Uh-huh.
I'm not dropping you. You can sit here.
Oh, you dropped your friend there.
She's not my
Your
friend.
groupie over there.
She's not my friend. She's part of my community. I don't have
Oh,
friends.
she ain't your friend?
No.
Wow, she just said that. Wow. Okay,
She
Brenda,
just
how
said
do
she
you
loves
feel
me and I
about
love
that?
her too. Doesn't mean I need to be friends.
What? So then, what are you then? What do you consider yourselves?
A human
Family?
being. No, this is a
So
community.
then, is it friends or family? Like that's the only two other
Neither.
fucking
It's a
things.
community.
What?
Do you
What
not know what that
community
means?
do you have? You got no community.
I don't have. Okay, you're right. I don't have a community. Wow, you're so smart. Do you have a
You
degree?
buy your followers. You buy your viewers. Like
Yeah, I buy
these
my viewers
200 plus
because right
viewers
now,
are fake on here, yo. Like if they were, then follow me, yo. Follow me. Fucking drop the name, yo. Drop it, yo. I'll leak my address on here, yo. Pull up, yo. I dare somebody to pull up. 44 Deerfield Drive, Trumbull, Connecticut.
this is literally the whole thing.
Screenshot that. Clip it
This
Click
is
it
literally the
and pull
haunted in
up.
Connecticut.
Oh, just so you know, that's not actually my address. That's
No,
my
no, no,
neighbor's
no, it's
address.
not under my address. We don't care. No one cares.
But hey, just know
No one cares.
you a bitch.
I know.
Stop acting like you a hoe. Stop acting like you a Dr. Phil, because you are not Dr. Phil.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bitch.
Yo, G baby, little boy. Come on, bitch. Come on.
What up?
Invite her. Invite her.
No.
Invite her.
No, I'm talking to you. Why must I invite anybody else?
No, I don't want to talk to you no more, bitch.
Oh, then why are you still here, bitch?
Cause I want to like call you out on your shit, bitch.
Why? Why are you choking on your words?
Cause you bashing people, you
I'm not
bullying
bashing
people.
nobody. I'm
You
unemployed. I'm
bully
sitting here
Faith.
living my best life.
You literally put out Faith's
Thanks, welcome.
shit out. You said that she was playing with herself,
Oh,
all this
right.
and that.
Yeah.
Her she got SA or sexual
Yeah.
assault. Like,
Yeah. I did. Now
so
what?
what is your
I did now
your
what?
reasoning
I
for
did now
doing
what?
that?
I did it.
What
You're
is your
right.
reasoning for doing that? What gives you the right to blab her shit out like that? To make her look bad. You made her look bad.
I made her
Do you
look
not
bad?
know what she want? She literally, oh my god.
She lowly. You made her look bad. She lowly. You made her
Look
look
at her,
bad.
yo, acting like a damn child.
Thanks, welcome.
Are you okay? Do you have a seizure or something? Like, damn.
No, I don't have a Caesar, but I have a salad.
Well, then
and
stop
vitamin
acting like
C.
this and be real with me, bitch. Stop acting like a child and talk to me. Why do you go on live
You're
and
acting
bash
like a
people?
child. I need to call my mom again.
Oh man.
Hi, Mama.
Yo, how big of a dick did you suck?
Mom, someone asked me if I have a Caesar, but I only have a Greek salad, and now I'm a child. Mama, can you send me
Dude,
some?
this is why we are fucked.
Bed.
This world is fucked because of people like her.
Thanks. I love you, Mama.
Look at her. She's talking to a damn spoon. Damn spoon. Okay, man. No wonder why y'all fucktards are stupid. Y'all don't know shit.
Okay. What else? Tell us more.
What else? You a bitch.
I am. Woof. You're right. How did you know? Well, are you a bitch?
So what else do you do other than just go on live? Like, do you have a life or no?
No, I don't have a life. I have
'Cause
many.
it seems like you literally
nine.
just are
Actually, that's
on
a cat.
all the time.
That's a cat. Okay, no, I'm a dog. I'm a bitch, right? So no. How many lives do dogs have? It's one, right? Damn. I only
How
have
many lives do humans have? One, bitch.
Oh, I'm not a human.
Like
You
what?
call me a bitch. So I'm a dog. I'm a female dog.
So you're not human. Okay,
I'm a
no
John
wonder
dog.
why you're talking to a
John
damn
Doggy.
spoon.
Yes,
Because you
you're
don't
right.
understand America. You don't know.
No, I don't. I don't understand America because it's a country. What is there to understand about a country?
Are you against USA?
Are you against? No, I'm against my couch.
You hate.
right now.
What do you think about Charlie Kirk?
Who's Charlie Kirk?
Wow, this bitch doesn't know Charlie Kirk.
No, I'm South
Fucking
African.
Trump, a rapist, was this like gave him the Medal of Honor for freedom, the highest medal for a citizen, and you don't know fucking Charlie Kirk? Oh my
No, I'm South
god.
African. Is Charlie
I'm
Kirk
surprised
is that
I found you, bitch.
Is that like KFC? Like, is that a
damn.
food chain? What's Charlie Kirk? Is that like a food chain, guys? Can someone tell me
Wow,
what Kirk is?
you are evil. You don't even know and you don't respect. Wow.
Thank you.
Did you know that he got killed? Assassinated?
Who? Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
Oh, I thought
A
this
dude
was like
shot
a
him in
food
the
chain.
fucking neck. A dude
Oh.
shot him in the fucking neck.
Damn.
The dude was blushing out fucking blood.
Wow.
There was no praying for him. He
That
was
sounds
gone within
crazy.
4 minutes.
Is that real? Is that true?
Bitch,
Do you have receipts?
you definitely
proof.
slow then. You
Show me
definitely
proof.
slow.
Show me proof.
I will right now.
Okay,
I'll
show
pull
me
it up
proof.
on YouTube.
Thank you, Time Bear. Oh, it's on YouTube? Damn.
It's on every fucking channel, bitch. Every
no.
news channel. They had a whole day of Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Oh.
When they
Is that-
preached
is
to
that
him
in
like
South
he was
Africa?
a fucking god.
Is he a South
Charlie
African?
Kirk wasn't a god. He wasn't no president. All he did was just a voice. That's it.
Wait, is he South
He's
African?
just a voice.
Okay, but is he South African?
Bitch, look it up.
But I'm
You have
asking you
Google.
because
Do you not
I'm
know
South
how to use
African. Is he
Google?
South African?
Do you not know how to use Google?
No, I don't. Can you teach me? Do you have a tutorial?
Alright, here, hold on. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Oh shit. There's a lot of reposts that
Charlie's murder was not just an attack on one man or one movement.
fuck this
It was
orange
an
man.
attack on our entire nation. That was a horrible attack on the United States.
It wasn't
of
an
America.
attack. Like, people are acting like this dude is like 9/11, yo. Like,
It was an assault on our most sacred liberties and God-given rights. The gun was pointed at him, but the bullet was aimed at all of us. That bullet was
she
aimed at every one
paused,
of
yo.
us.
This bitch.
Indeed, Charlie was killed for expressing the very ideas that virtually everyone in this arena and most other places throughout our country deeply believed in. But the assassin
All right,
failed at it.
never mind. That's not the video. That's just Trump talking all crap. Hold on. Let me find the video. Oh, did you know that? Did you know that?
Evening shows, and all they do is hit Trump. That's all they do. I read someplace that the networks were 97% against me. I get 97% negative, and yet I won it easily. Won all 7 swing states, popular, won everything. And then 97% against.
He's pulling just shit out of his ass. 97%. No. Why isn't Epstein files? Drop the Epstein files, y'all.
Jeffrey Epstein's human trafficking ring. Let me refresh your memory with this clip.
Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
So you finished that December 2023 interview with a challenge to the FBI and harsh words for Republicans in Congress for not getting the Epstein files out to the public. You can see this.
Yo, why is this bitch on mute? This bitch on mute. Look at her. Let me screen record. Oh, look at this.
We have insane breaking news. So ABC just pulled Jimmy Kimmel's late night show off air, which has been running for decades, by the way, after not even hours ago, the Trump administration pressured them into doing so. And the reason why Trump got his show canceled is because Jimmy Kimmel had suggested on air that the alleged assassin of Charlie Kirk might be MAGA. Trump has launched one of—
Yo, bitch, are you gonna talk to me? Hello? You alien? You alien over there looking ass? Like, are you gonna talk or are you gonna be on mute? Like, wow, okay. She's still on mute. Do you know how to unmute? You go to the top or go to the bottom and there's a mic thing and you press it, right? And like you wanted me to teach you how to use Google, so I'm teaching you how to use a damn mic. Damn mic.
Calling case 403-576.
Hi.
State of Utah versus Tyler James Robinson.
Hold on.
Could you
Hi,
state
no
your
name.
name?
I just found out who Charlie Kirk
Tyler
is.
James Robinson.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Robinson. I'm Judge Graff.
I just found out who Charlie Kirk
Yo,
is.
this bitch still didn't block me?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Oh,
You're probably all
I just
aware
found
of
out
my
who Charlie
presence
Kirk
while I'm
is.
here, but if not, I am not entering appearance.
Yo, Pinky! Pinky! I love how you're supporting a man that has doxed people, that has, and like, y'all talk about Faith, like, but like,
That
just
dude is
give up
obsessed
on
with
her.
Faith, huh?
Just give up. Why do y'all come back to
Why are
her?
you so obsessed with Faith?
I'm not, but y'all are, because all I see is
This
reposts
dude is
and
just
reposts.
obsessed with Faith
Why are
the
people
whole
so obsessed
time.
with her? They have to repost
Why are you so
videos like this
obsessed with
shit.
me? Boy, I
Like, you
wanna
know?
Counsel on
know.
this case. I'm working with the county to get counsel assigned, but we
I think
need
he's one of her
you
ex-boyfriends,
to
is he for sure?
allow for the appointment of counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Scores.
Why are you listening to the radio?
Well, I want to go through
Wow.
It's
the
not the
Okay.
radio, it's the killer that killed what's his name? Charlie Kirk.
Okay, why do I care?
Because you should, bitch.
I should not care. Why do I care? People die every day.
That is my
Right now, someone
intent,
just
Mr.
died.
Flores. Very well.
One,
Thank
two.
you.
Right now,
So
someone
you're
just
okay
died.
with somebody
One.
being killed like that?
I'm
You're
okay
okay
with
with somebody
being
getting
killed like
shot
that.
out of
Wait,
nowhere? What happened? What about gun
wait, am
violence?
I
You
okay with
know?
someone being
What
killed?
about gun violence? What
What
about
about
gun
gun
violence?
violence? We don't have guns in South Africa, fool.
Oh, you're in Africa, so you
Exactly.
can't even say shit.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So why are you talking to me about America? We use spears.
man,
Yeah,
and guess what? That shit don't help either.
I know, but
Y'all back in the
it
old
doesn't.
age? Damn, bitch, you definitely old.
I am very old.
You still use crossbows.
No, we don't use crossbows. We use spears.
For what though? To
I
kill
don't know.
people?
No, to catch our food.
I don't know. It seems like y'all just kill people. I mean, I've seen what Africa's done to people.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. I've
cut their
also
heads off.
Yep.
If they, do something bad, if they
Yeah.
go against the government there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how your government is, and
Oh, we don't
I
have
hope
a
it's better
government.
than.
We don't have a government.
Well, then shit. Why can't I just move there then? Why the fuck am
Because
I in this East
because you're too
Bumble
worried
fuck
about
of a
Charlie Kirk
state?
and Faith. Like, you won't survive
Nah,
here.
like our country is going to the ground, y'all.
Your country
Y'all,
is already in the ground with people
347
like you,
people.
y'all.
Any MAGAs here? Y'all are fucked. We are
What's
fucked.
MAGA? It's like a magazine for a gun?
She don't know, y'all. Can someone write that for her chat?
Magazine for the gun? What's a magazine? Like a MAGA?
Yeah, Free Palestine, yes. There you
How must
go.
I free Palestine? I don't have Palestine locked in my basement. What you mean free Palestine? Who the hell is
I
Palestine?
don't
Is it like
know,
a food?
dude.
What is
Like,
that now? Like, I'm
that's
confused.
why she's always on here. Like, she don't know anything because she's always on here trying to be Dr. Phil over there.
I'm not trying to be Dr. Phil. I'm trying to understand what
Then,
the hell
then what are you
MAGA,
talking about? I've seen
Palestine,
videos of you
Charlie.
trying to work things out with people, with like Faith.
I'm not trying to work
There's a
anything out
couple
with
other
anybody.
people,
I'm
but
just here to
like
have
you never
conversation.
helped. You never helped. You are not
I'm not here
a
to help.
therapist.
I'm
You're
not
not
a
a
therapist.
therapist.
I'm a human being.
So then why do you act like you're helping on here?
I'm
Because
not
you're
helping
not.
nobody. I'm not here doing anything. I
So
make
then stop
money.
inviting
Hold on,
Faith.
hold on. I
Stop
make
inviting
money.
Faith,
Hold
bitch.
on, hear me
You're
out.
only there for
Hey, I'm
clout. Like
agreeing
you
with
only
you.
get
I'm
off
not
of
here helping
clout.
anybody. Hold on, listen to me. I make
No,
money
you're there
here.
for clout
I
though.
make
That's the thing. You're there
hold on.
for
I make
clout.
money here.
You're there for
I
clout. You're
make
there
myself feel
for
important
that
here.
shit.
Hold on,
You
listen.
literally like
No
got her
names. I'm gonna mute
followers.
you
Like
for a
most.
second because I'm agreeing with you and you just don't want to hear it. You're right. I'm not doing anything here. I'm not helping anybody. I'm here to make money. I'm here to get clout. I'm here for the views. Why did you leave? Because I muted you? Oh no, am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. That dude was very obsessed with Faith. Bro, what the hell? What the hell? That dude was out here trying to push propaganda onto me, a South African. Are you serious right now? Did someone block him or did he just jump ship? Hi, everybody. Did this man just get touched because I said I don't know what MAGA is? Or I don't know who Charlie Kirk is? That's weird. What the hell? He got banned. Damn. I guess now he can go get ready for work. He sounded like he was eating his cereal. He sounded like that Eric dude, right? I'll work for myself. I think he was looking for Pokemon cards here. Gotta catch 'em all. You know it's my destiny. I'll choose you and you choose me. It's like Vogue magazine catered. That's a mag. Yeah, I thought he first spoke about guns. And now I don't understand. Like MAGA, is that like short for
Hey, what's
magazine?
up?
Hi, Jeremy.
So I got a question for you. You mean to tell me they didn't talk about Charlie Kirk at all in South Africa?
No.
Not at all.
No, why do we care about Charlie Kirk?
It was a pretty big event. Did you research the event?
No, because I don't care for Charlie Kirk. I'm not American. Like, it doesn't. Also,
No,
to
I
be
can
wrong.
understand not being
Yes, but
American.
I also
I
want to
get
be
that. I'm just saying
honest
it
with you.
was.
Like, okay, can I ask you a question? Do you know the name of my president, of South Africa's president?
No, I
So
don't.
then why must I care about Charlie Kirk if you don't even know the name of the president of South Africa?
Because I'm quite sure that your president wasn't assassinated the way that this guy was.
But he wasn't a president. He was an influencer. If Charlie D'Amelio was shot,
I'm not saying
but
that.
hear
I'm
me
just
out. If
saying
Charlie D'Amelio was shot, am I supposed to care?
it's not the fact that he was shot. It's why he was shot. That
Okay, but
is the bigger deal.
there are millions of people dying by gun violence every year. What's different?
No, I'm not debating that with
Oh, I
you. I'm
understand.
just surprised that it wasn't covered in
No,
your
because
country
we have our
because it
own
was a
problems.
global thing.
No, it's not a global thing. He was an influencer. We have our own problems. You know what's a global thing? The genocide in Gaza. That's a global thing.
All I'm saying is, if you turned on every news channel, and by the way, like I said, I can prove to you that it
But
was
that's
a
in
global
America.
thing.
But hold on,
Huh?
Jeremy. If I turned on my TV right now and turned on the news, they're going to be telling us what the price of gold is and the price of oil is. They're going to tell us who was raped yesterday, what happened. But they're not going to talk about a podcaster in America.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I was just surprised. Like
No, I
I'm
understand
not
what you're
coming
saying.
at you at
No,
all.
I don't
I
think you're
was
coming
just
at me as well. We're having a conversation, but I'm saying to you that our news covers actual news.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I understand that. Like I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know much about South Africa, so I don't know what they cover and what they don't. I was just surprised because it was a very big thing all over the place.
But we have very big things happening here all the time. An influencer getting shot or murdered. It's sad that he was
Right.
murdered, but and actually it's very wrong. I'm against violence in any way, shape, or form. No one deserves to die, regardless of their opinions and their
What's this
views.
guy's deal? He can't even speak. I have cerebral palsy. Thank you. I appreciate your ignorance.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, South Africa has its own problems. America has its own problems. Germany
Right.
has its own problems.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, we're fixated on what's happening here. Yes, gun violence is a horrific thing, and condolences to Charlie Kirk and Charlie Kirk's family. But life goes on. Death is inevitable.
No, yeah, I agree with you. They did the memorial yesterday, so hopefully, they move on from it because
Yeah.
you're right. Eventually, they should move on from it.
Absolutely. And the thing is, for someone like me to fixate on just another murder, it doesn't change my life in any way. Like Charlie Kirk's death, with all due respect to anybody sitting here, doesn't affect my life, my lifestyle, my country's politics. So it's not something that we fixate on. It's not something that
Well,
he's not a
and the
martyr.
truth is, it won't be the last time that this happens.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, the thing is, Charlie Kirk is just another cog in the machinery that politics is. And regardless of his political views, regardless of the things he said, regardless of the discriminatory arguments, debates he'd have, no
Right.
one deserves to die by murder. And people sitting
Oh,
here who say that he deserved it, I just want to say, if you're against gun violence, then you should not have it conditional to who died and who dies. If you're against violence and you think violence is an actual problem, especially gun violence, then condoning his murder You don't have to have empathy. You don't even have to have compassion. That's a woke.
Right.
It's a woke concept according to him. In actuality, if you have empathy for Charlie Kirk, then you are disrespecting his legacy because he believed that it's a woke concept, even if it was within context. You can't diminish a word like that. So you don't have to have compassion. You don't have to have sympathy. You don't have to have empathy. But what you should have is discernment. And if he died naturally, he died. If he died by murder, it's an abomination. He did die by murder. It's an abomination. But no one deserves to die by anyone else's hand, even their own.
And I also don't like the people that say that it was the firearm's fault that he died. It's not the
It's
firearm.
the human who made the firearm.
Exactly. It's the person in control of the firearm. It's not the firearm's fault. This is not a gun control issue. Let's be very clear about that. It will never be a gun control issue. It's the people that own the gun.
But if you put a gun in someone's hand, it's not just going to go off by itself. They have to pull the
Exactly.
trigger.
Exactly. That's why I don't like that argument when people are like, "Oh,
But the thing
we
is,
need to control guns better." It's not the gun's fault. It's
no,
the
but the thing
person's
is, we need
fault.
to get rid of guns completely because a gun was made to hurt and kill.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the thing.
By the way, good morning, everyone. Well, I don't know if it's morning for you, but for me, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Stop the political propaganda. I'm not. I'm literally having a discussion.
No, he's just having a discussion. Thank you, Tiara. Sorry, I heard what you said. The thing is, he's not advocating for guns. He's not.
Nope.
What he's saying is that people like to say it's the gun, it's this, it's that, but it's not the gun. It's the person holding the gun. People aren't bad. People do bad things, and people need to start realizing it's man who made that gun.
Candy, I'm from Arizona. Just like people say, "Oh, the
Okay.
things that happen in schools, it's the gun's fault." No, it's the fact that the guns were accessible to the person doing the school shootings. Like, I think that's a very big problem. I've always said if you're going to own a firearm, you need to pass a psychological test.
No, can I be
Because
honest? I don't think that anyone, not even policemen, need firearms.
yeah, that's very true. I
Because
mean,
again, a gun was created to harm. There's nothing positive that comes from a gun.
nope.
There's nothing positive that comes from hurting somebody. There's nothing positive that comes from murdering somebody. It doesn't.
I believe there's ways to advocate for self-defense other than guns, for sure. I mean, yeah, knives are used for killing as well, but I mean,
The thing
the
is,
thing is, again, it's all about how you use the item.
but the gun has no other purpose but to harm. A knife you can cut food with. You can. Knives have multiple. Okay, here's the thing. You can make a knife out of.
Candy, you're in Yuma? That's crazy. I'm in Santan Valley.
You can make a knife out of anything.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at, I hate to say this, but look at people in the prison system.
they shrunk.
They make, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Guns are our right. No, they're not, TT93. Guns are not a right. Guns are a weapon. Do you have armed response?
Where's that?
No,
That's in the East Valley,
I
Candy.
have hectic security. I don't have armed response. I do not believe in gun violence again.
But I do see what they're saying because everybody has, quote unquote, the right to buy a firearm. You just have to have a license for it. And unfortunately, that's very easy to obtain.
TT93, can we have a conversation? I understand that you say guns are your right, but I don't understand what that means.
It means that everybody in the U.S. has the right to own a gun, right? All you have to do if you're going to buy a firearm, the only two rules with a firearm in the U.S. is you have to have a license and you have to conceal your weapon. Tiara, she doesn't seem to have a problem with it.
Hold up. I don't have a problem
What
with
are you protecting yourself from? Lions? I mean, that's on an individual basis. I can't answer that question. Everybody has a firearm for a different reason.
But the only reason people have firearms is to harm somebody else. Because what are you going to do with that firearm if you protect yourself? What are you going to do with a firearm if you do this, you do that, you do
Well,
that?
and that's the argument that 90% of people will give you is I have it for protection. Well, protection from what?
But Jocelyn, what are you hunting? Are there no foods in your grocery stores? Like, why do you need to hunt?
Well, I mean, they bring up a good point, though, because people do go deer hunting, people, you know.
Okay, but why are people hunting deers? Oh dear God, why are people hunting deers?
For food.
Because there's no
And
food
because they're
available.
overpopulated in some areas of the United States.
But that's natural. South Africa, America, Canada, the UK, it's overpopulated. Are we going to go shoot at people now because it's overpopulated?
I mean, I can't speak for what people do in other countries. I'm just saying
But
they are right when they say they use them to hunt animals.
but who has the right to murder another living thing? Just because
It's
there's
just
a lot of
something we do. I can't, you know.
I understand. Sorry, I'm not trying to be condescending or anything, but if you have
No,
food in your store,
I do get what you're saying, and believe me, I love animals, so I don't like the fact that we do it either. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like it either, but
but
it's
Can I
just
say,
something we
Jay?
do.
sorry, 1 second, Courtney. One
Hey,
second.
Jay.
Hi, darling. Give me
Okay.
just 1 second. We use them to hunt for our food. Amy Marie, are you living in the outback where you need to hunt for your food because you don't have grocery stores, ma'am? I'm just curious. Like, you're hunting for your food? Yeah, we do murder livestock every day, but there's a humane way to do it. Not just shooting, going out and shooting them. Also, I don't want
No,
to.
but okay, but listen though, you're still unaliving them, right? So
I'm not unaliving them. I'm not doing it.
I'm
I'm
not
seeing it.
saying you in
Yes,
general, I'm
but my
saying
ignorance is bliss there. My ignorance, when it comes to that, I'd rather be ignorant than a murderer.
but my
I only
question is
have a
this.
few
Do,
seconds.
Yes, so go ahead. Sorry, mamas. Jeremy, 1
Sorry.
second.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just going to speak to the person that was saying it's a right. So, in the United States Constitution, in the Second Amendment, we have the right to bear arms, and that's what that person was referencing. There are some states that do require a license for concealed carry where you're able to apply for licensure. I don't know the exact process. And then you're able to carry as long as it is concealed on your person in public, in certain public areas. The state that I live in is a constitutional carry state, so that license is not required. So anyone at any moment could be carrying anywhere, as long as it's not like a governmental building or a building that, you know, states that it's not allowed. So that is kind of how some of that is set up. I don't know all of the exact laws, but that is a
What?
little bit of what I do know.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's also
yes.
my state. That's why I told
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna
So
drop.
he was
I have to run
inaccurate in that
errands.
statement.
Right now.
Yes, yeah, I have to drop. I'm running errands, but I did want to touch on that real quick.
Thank you, mamas. I appreciate you.
Can I say something, KJ?
Yes, sure.
I just want to know why we're not getting the same energy for the school shooting that happened that same day Charlie Cook
I
passed
said
away.
that too. People never talked about it because of the Charlie Kirk thing, but there was a shooting in LA the same day that nobody ever talked about.
Hold up. Sorry. Can I also just add something? And the day before that, 100 villagers who in Congo were murdered, who were just praying.
Tiara, I'm not talking about in this live.
IS.
I'm talking about in general.
I do want to say something. No offense to anyone sitting here who may have another opinion here, but the USA, the government has been so fixated on Islamic State, ISIS. The real IS started in Germany, and it's now in Africa, like the top of Africa, Congo, whatever, Nigeria, right? Why aren't they focused on the fact that IS, just the day before Charlie Kirk was murdered, IS shot and murdered 100 civilians, Congolese, just praying on a mountain, just there. They went up there and they massacred the entire village of pilgrims.
And
why isn't that being spoken about?
If you go back,
it's important, right? Like IS is the state of the enemy. They're terrorists.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying the same day of the Charlie Kirk thing, there was a school shooting, and if you go back a few weeks prior to that, it was the whole Denver, Colorado thing.
Ma'am, I understand. Sorry, DC, I understand it wasn't live on TikTok, but does something have to be in your face for you to acknowledge that it happened? Do you need a receipt to see that 100 people died?
Girl, do you need to see the body or something? Come on now.
Not saying that they take precedent over Charlie Kirk, but I'm saying school shooting, village massacre, Charlie Kirk getting shot. And the entire world must know about Charlie Kirk, but we must not acknowledge the other things and put emphasis on that.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I think
No, I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying that there's a general undertone here where it's not you, where people are not understanding that gun violence is prevalent throughout the world. Thank you, S. And we cannot isolate it to one person because he was an influencer, because he was popular, because it was live streamed. It's everything. And
he was friends with Trump too, so that's another reason.
Well, but she brings up a good point though, because let's say he didn't have the political views that he did. If he was shot, it wouldn't have been made such a big deal. Sorry, but it's the truth.
Yeah. I'm not criticizing some of your opinions and beliefs. I'm not disputing it and discrediting it. I'm just giving you my view. And we don't have to agree. I still respect you. It doesn't change how I feel about you. I still have love for you. It's just there's so many things that are problematic here. And it's not it's not the way you think or your belief system. It's sometimes how we're made to feel. We're told that we need to protect ourselves. We're told that we need to have arms to protect ourselves. But do you know, like, again, I'm going to show it to you. My entire home is surrounded by, I have security, I have private security. They don't have guns, not just because I don't want them to hurt somebody who tries to break in. I have secured my home well enough to know that if someone try to break in, try to shoot at a window. It's bulletproof. Everything is bulletproof, shatterproof, whatever. In fact, upstairs today, the shatterproof was put in. It shattered. Upstairs is not, because it's on the 4th level. It's not, but now it is. Today it is. And that's why I was saying to you, I don't know how much this is going to cost. It's going to cost a lot, but I've taken every avenue that I can to protect myself without putting guns in my home or outside my house. And if my security outside have an issue, they will use a baton.
I just have a question, and I'm not trying to be ignorant here, but
No, it's not ignorant. Learn from each other.
is the violence that bad there that you have to take that step? Or is it just like a peace of mind thing?
Yeah. The thing is, I understand it's a peace of mind, but for me, what if the bullet ricochets and hurts me or my dogs or my family? What if
No,
I
I could,
protect
like I said,
myself?
I completely understand why you did it. I was just curious if, like, it was that bad there that you had to do that.
In actuality, I live, and I'm saying this because I know it. I live in the safest community and area in Africa.
Yeah.
We are isolated from the rest of the city and everything, and I can tell you that it's not about being in a safe environment. It's about protecting yourself, and the ability to protect yourself comes in every shape and form. You don't need a point. Carrie,
Can I ask a question, KJ?
Go ahead, Carl.
Hi. So I'm in the States also. I'm in Texas. So I am licensed to carry in Texas. And the reason why I got my license, and I just got my license a couple of years ago, is we were leaving for vacation. I went to one bank to pull money because we don't use our credit cards on vacation. We use cash.
Right.
And then I went to the next bank to pull cash, got in my truck or my car,
Right.
smashed my window and put a gun to my face. And I had to give them my money. So being a 60-year-old woman, how am I supposed to protect myself?
No. Okay, so maybe I didn't get my point across.
I'm just asking, what would you do?
I think that in the world that we're living in,
Right.
having a gun to protect yourself, unfortunately, it is necessary. I'm saying
Right.
for me, guns should not exist, period. I'm
Right.
saying, because I'm not saying you shouldn't protect yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't own that gun to protect yourself. I'm saying that
Right. No, I agree.
that if that person didn't have a gun, you wouldn't need a gun too. If that person had a knife, you may get cut, you may get really hurt, but there's a very big difference with a gun. In general, I believe, honestly, you have the right to protect yourself. However you need to protect yourself, you need to do that. But me specifically, I don't want guns around me because I'm afraid that bullet might not hit the target and might hit me, hit my family.
Right.
And that's going to be my guilty conscience. But you do need to protect yourself. You do need to have something that keeps you or makes you feel safe. And if it's a gun, then you need to have it, period. But what I'm saying in general, the whole gun situation for me,
Right.
I don't like guns. But I do understand that we live in a world where you have to protect yourself. We don't live in a utopia. You believe in a utopia that doesn't exist. No, I don't. Amy Marie, the reason why my home is even behind me, that literally, you can't get through that. It's not a blind. That's a security blind. That's made from metal. That's armory. I have armory all over my home. My whole home is armored. Why? Because we need to protect ourselves. So it's not about that. Are you informed about types of ammo and ballistic? In fact, I do have a gun license. In fact, I'm a really good shot. In fact, I go to the shooting range at least once a month. Not because I own a gun, but one day, if I need to protect myself, really, and the only way to protect myself is by getting a gun, I would rather hold that gun than have someone else hold that gun
You want to
against
be
me.
ready for it if you have to be.
Exactly. You have to. I'm not sitting here as a hypocrite. I'm telling you that the things that I don't like, the world we live in, we're forced to have these things. We're forced to be part of these things. And I'm telling you that I hate that. I hate the fact that I have to have a gun license because one day all of this armory around my home might not be good enough, because when I'm driving outside, there's no armor. My windows might be bulletproof, my car might be
Right.
armored, but the moment I step out of that car, I'm left open to the public. So I do understand that. Like, again,
So are
I'm not
you?
trying to criticize anyone who has guns, and what I'm trying to say is my opinion on guns. Just because I have an opinion, it doesn't mean that you should not own a gun.
Right. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody, your opinion's your opinion, mine,
Yeah.
Jen's, everybody's opinion doesn't make it wrong and it doesn't make it right. Either way.
Absolutely.
Everybody has their opinion.
And yes, and as Marie said, not everyone can afford shatterproof windows and doors, and I understand that. It's easier to get a gun than armor your home. And I am well aware of that. For me, I understand that I have the privilege of having armed response or armory or whatever the hell I have. I don't have armed response, to be honest. Like, they're not going to come here. I have security outside. We do have an armed response with a panic button, but that's my last resort. You know what I mean? Because again, that doesn't just put the person's life at jeopardy. What if, you see, there's this other side to me. A lot of people who break into homes are not violent. They're desperate.
Not out here.
No, I was gonna say I don't.
Yeah,
know if
not here. And
I
I
don't know if I agree with that.
I was terrified of guns. I literally did not want, I mean, I fought tooth and nail not to be a gun owner. Yes, my husband owns guns, and, you know, my son-in-law and my sons and the whole 9 yards, but I was terrified of them. And before I got licensed, I literally went and took classes. I literally went to the shooting range to learn to hit a target, not, you know, just to be on the safe side. And to this day, I'm terrified of my gun, but if I have to use it, I will use it.
Well, and I think the biggest problem too is people don't resolve conflict peacefully anymore. If there's a conflict, there's a 90% chance somebody is going to pull out a pew-pew.
Again, my argument here is not you owning a gun. To the people who are confused, the argument here is that I think guns should not exist. Full stop. Because
Same here.
we're protecting ourselves with guns against people with guns. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's an eye for an eye, pretty
Yes.
much.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I think guns should not exist. That's what I'm saying. Because the only reason we need guns is to protect ourselves from someone with a gun. By the way, guys, South African TikTok, we don't get, we can say rape, murder, whatever it does, we don't get banned. We're not desensitized like that.
Well, and here's the other problem. There's people out there that say it's a gun control problem, sorry, pew-pew control problem. And my argument to that is if you regulate pew-pew control, people are going to find a way to get it anyway, so...
Listen, the black market is crawling with firearms. If you're going to have one,
Absolutely,
own it
100%.
It's not to threaten and intimidate, it's to protect if you have one. It's not to flash it and say, I have a gun. It's to protect yourself from someone who has a gun. It's like cowboys. Like, you have to, you're running through this world, a free world, where everyone is free, everyone has the right to own a firearm. So, you used to say that that person is as responsible as you are, and they own that gun for the reason you own it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, guns itself is, it's crazy that we have guns. Guns were created to fund and feud wars. Guns were created to win wars.
The fact is, you can go on the dark web right now and get a rocket launcher if you really want to. Like, it's not that hard.
I have been on the dark web once, only once, because I was curious. And can I tell you, I broke the laptop. I threw the laptop away. Like, I was so scared of what I saw. I was so scared that maybe someone can hack and find me and my location that I threw that laptop, or like I smashed it, really. And I also used an old laptop to do it, because the things that we only serve we serve like 5% of the web. The actual web is the dark web. The things that are going
So
on there, wow.
the
Anyone
only
who's on the
reason
dark
I
web right
know
now, you
about
know
the
what I'm
dark
saying?
web is sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
The only reason I know about the dark web is because there's this guy that I watch. His name is Pierogi, and he goes after scam artists. And he was doing a video about the dark web, and you're right, it's absolutely crazy what you see
There are
on the dark web.
people selling anything you can think of. Anything, even if an alien's eye, the eye of an alien, you will find it on the dark web. Let me tell you. You will find it.
Yeah,
Anything.
it was very scary.
And the thing is, the people sitting on the dark web are not normal people.
No,
And twisted
no.
individuals who have found a place that's like our community where they feel free.
Well, now they have 3D printers here. I mean, everywhere, really. 3D printers that people are making them.
You can print a gun.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
This
yeah, it's crazy.
I've seen it.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in Canada,
Right.
and just recently, well, not too long ago, someone broke into a man's house with a crossbow, and the man who owns the house, who was in the house, shot him, and now the owner of the house is being charged for aggravated assault and assault with a weapon.
That's interesting because here in Arizona, you have a right to protect your
In
property.
Canada, you don't, apparently.
Here in Texas, you do, but it's
Can I
it's
tell
also
you?
the circumstances.
Well,
you
the
know
man
in
broke
South
into his
Africa?
house with a crossbow.
But you know in South Africa you can't shoot to kill. If
Well,
someone
he
breaks
wasn't
into your
shooting
home,
to kill. He
no,
was
but
shooting to protect his family and his
I
home.
understand. But in South Africa, no, I get what you're saying. But in South
Oh,
Africa,
and the gentleman that got shot can sue him.
yes, and South Africa the same thing. If you guys, this is also why we have an opinion about guns. Because in South Africa, if someone breaks into this is also why me personally, I don't have one, even though I have a gun license, I don't have a gun. It's because
I've never held one.
it's the most, can I tell you, the most terrifying feeling every time I hold that gun. When I go to the gun range, I'm afraid that the bullet it's a paranoia, but I'm afraid that the bullet might ricochet or do something. I'm scared of that gun that I touch, but you have to face your fear. The moment you pick up that gun, it feels like your hand is jelly. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, how much you like guns, you know what I'm talking about, that nervousness that takes over. So it's a terrifying feeling. But in South Africa, if someone breaks into my home right now and that man holds a gun to my head and I take a gun, if I have a gun and I shoot him and he dies, even in the hospital, I'm going to get charged for murder. If he gets shot and I damage an organ, I'm going to get charged for attempted murder.
See, that's absurd to me. That's absurd to me. Because it's like if you're protecting yourself, you should not get in trouble for protecting yourself.
Or you get in.
That's absurd.
Also, in South Africa, the guys out here walking around with guns, we're not allowed to. Like in South Africa, you're not allowed to. But the guys
Yeah, you
out here,
can't do it in Canada. Also, you can't.
they don't know how to use that gun.
Wow.
Pinky.
And crime in South Africa is bad. But I know I was told Johannesburg is bad.
Crime in South Africa, there's crime everywhere. In fact, I don't think crime in South Africa is as bad as America because we have gang violence here. These are gangs going to war, but you don't see it.
They have gang violence in America too.
We
That's what I'm trying to
definitely
say.
have gang violence here.
Why I say that you guys have it more extreme is because we don't see it. We're not seeing it. We're acknowledging it. We know it's there, but you don't see it.
Yeah, I would say the same for Canada.
Yeah.
We do have gangs. There are gangs here, but
oh yeah, There's
you
definitely
don't
gangs
see it
in the U.S.
like
as
that.
well.
It's scary. It's scary that we live in a world where there are people walking around with a piece of material that's weaponized to harm. Either way, even protecting yourself, you're protecting yourself by harming someone else. And this is the cruel and ugly world that we're living in, where you are forced. You know, people don't realize this. If you protect yourself and you murder that person, you're going to be scarred for the rest of your life, regardless.
Right.
And
that's why.
Okay, Jay, I'm jumping down. Bye. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Mama.
Seek out.
Thank you for joining us.
That's why I don't agree with the argument of, oh, I have a pew-pew for protection, because that's not it. What about the people that go shoot up schools? Like, you're not doing it for protection.
Yep. We don't have that, by the way. We don't have school shootings. That's not a thing.
Well, consider yourself very lucky.
I do. I really, you know, that's one thing I need to say about our people are cowards. But
Yeah.
they're not doing that. And you know, I feel bad for children who grow up in environments where guns are in their face.
Yeah, and the sad part is it's becoming more and more prevalent here in the United States.
Yeah.
You're seeing it almost on a monthly basis, it seems like now.
Like, well, when I see it on TV, for like watching the news of the United States and how they have the school shootings, how are these people getting these high-powered,
these high-caliber rifles and things
like that's one thing that you would think maybe only the military would have, right? How are they getting them, and who is selling them?
Also,
most of these kids are getting it from their parents' bedrooms.
You know, there's something that I find fascinating.
Pinky.
Hi, Pinky. About all of this, though, the thing I find fascinating about all of this is the fact that these kids know how to fire that gun. They know how to aim.
Yeah, it's not like how we were when we were kids. Like, I would never have thought anything like this.
That kid knows how to pull a trigger, and the recoil is not affecting because it. You know,
I will say I do think that's kind of a parenting issue too, though, because if you have firearms, why are you putting them in a place where children can even get access to them?
They should have them. They should have them in a gun safe or whatever.
Absolutely, 100%.
So the other thing is, even if you put it in a safe, you are showing your kids the password to that safe.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't.
No way.
I never would.
There are people out here who don't realize your kid is watching you punch in those numbers. You don't know how many times your kid has been in your safe and touched your gun or whatever's in there. I've seen it.
That is very true. I can't disagree with that because that is true.
I'll give you an example. When I was young, I remember that there was a kid who went to his high school. This is in like a little small town in South Africa, with a sword and started slashing kids. Like he did that. He consciously did that. He went to school with a sword, not a gun, a sword, and started slashing kids. His name was Monet. And people were like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
What kind of sword?
Thank you, Cap Queen. Thank you, J&J. With a samurai sword, right? That sword was locked in a safe, a kind of safe place. So they asked the parents, how did he get that? They were like, we don't know, because all the things in our home that are weapons and stuff were locked away. When they asked him, do you guys know the South Africans, when they asked him how he had access to it, he said he used to watch his parents open and close the safe, and when they weren't around, he used to go play in the safe, take the things out. Da, 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 da. There are kids out here when you're not at home going and looking at your Hustler and Playboy magazines even.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, I think if kids want to get into something, they're going to find a way to do it. But I also think, look, anything can be made into a weapon. I'll give you a story here in Arizona. In a high school, there was a kid that stabbed somebody with a pencil to death. So, a pencil, a writing utensil. Like, that's my point. Anything can be used as a weapon if need be. Hi, Lake Lady. How are you?
I figured out.
No,
Can I just, Jeremy, Pinky, 1 second. Can I just say something? A lot of you have reservations towards Jeremy because of things, but do you see how easy it is to just have a conversation without nitpicking and going into that? Do you see how easy it is to just neutralize yourself and just participate and not say, hey, Jeremy, do you remember? Do you see how easy it is? And then someone in the comments might say, but Jeremy is talking about this, but Jeremy, and if you feed those comments attention, then we start talking about that. But do you see how easy it is to just respect each other and just
Yeah.
so?
And the thing is, people that don't agree with me, I'm more than willing to have a conversation with. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, no, if you disagree with me, I'm not going to talk to
Jeremy,
you.
what you doing?
now, KJ, I've been pew pewed 3 times.
Yeah, you
One
said
of them
what the helly?
went through my back and missed my heart by a quarter of a
Nicole.
centimeter.
By what?
A quarter of a centimeter.
What the
I
hell?
my older 5 daughters, my oldest is 27. We never had any in our house. I refused to because I was scared of them. And about 2 years ago, I was robbed of my car and everything I owned at a public gas station, lit up, cameras, everything, people around. And I decided to get one. My
Thank you,
husband
Lake
flipped
Lady.
out. And I, to this day, even though I still go to the range and do my best, I'm a damn good shot, but I have to have a certain type of ear covering that plays music and different things. The PTSD is really super bad because I can still feel it. So even though you're in your ears, you can't hear it, I can still feel it in my body. My whole body will tremble. The very first time that I went to go practice, just to see what I wanted or what I should carry or what I shouldn't, I was in one of them rooms, crouched down with my husband and in full-blown panic. The PTSD is super bad. I have to go to the gun range because even though
we'll have to find somewhere else to put
even though it's happened to me, I wasn't the cause of it. And so I have to go to, what if my 2 younger children would have been with me when they robbed me? They took everything. So I have to learn to fight through that PTSD because one day, any day, it can happen all over again.
So,
And the
do
way
you
the world's
carry,
going
Pinky?
now, go ahead, Jeremy.
Do you carry then? Do you have a concealed carry license?
Okay, well, hey, Jeremy, before y'all get into that, I just jumped up to say hello. How are you? You are beautiful. You matter. And what's today's word?
No.
Good job.
I love Lake Lady so much.
Yes, I carry Jeremy because again, I was robbed at
No,
gunpoint
I
at a
get it,
store,
but
and
I guess my point to them was it's got to be hard for you to carry.
it is.
100% Amanda.
Yeah.
What
It
Amanda
is.
just said.
And because I am in Texas and it's, I don't need a license. I have one, but I don't
Right.
need one. Different things like that. When I told my husband that, I said, I think I'm ready, and he just waited on me until one day I said, okay, we need to actually go to the range, and
Right.
I need to practice and different things. But I take a ton of precautions. But again, it's not just hearing it, it's the feel of it. So a lot of times I will go at certain times when nobody is in there, so I don't physically feel it, because you can feel it off somebody else's. It's
Right.
just the
Yeah, yeah,
bang
yeah.
of it. And I'm having to cope with it to protect my family, because my husband isn't here a lot. So what happens if, we don't live, it doesn't matter what type of neighborhood you live in, or what type of city you live in, or what type of crime area you live in, it happens everywhere. But it took me 5 kids to finally say, I'm going to get one. But yeah, the PTSD is still bad.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, Grandma.
Sorry, 1 second. I have a question off topic. You guys understand that by you not being allowed to say murder, rape, guns, violence, crime, all these words, they're desensitizing you? Do you
100%.
They're making you grape, it's rape. SA, it's sexual abuse. It's making a mockery of. Thank you, paranormal. So I don't know why it's being done, but they're doing it. It's not a TikTok thing. It's a control thing, because again, you're
agree
taking
with
away
that.
the gravity and the extremity of these words by schmurder, rape. It's now conversational and not a crime. It's not. It doesn't have that effect. So this is the one thing I hate about TikTok. It's the
I
fact
completely agree with that.
forced to use words that don't exist, because the real words, the actual words, the criminal words, the description of the crime is being ignored. It's desensitizing. It's taking away the power of those words.
Can I also
But
add
Amy
on to
Marie,
that?
that's what she's saying, is our guidelines are totally different from
Yep.
other places.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
South
gonna
Africa,
say.
we can say
Canada
it.
has, I don't know if Canada has the same guidelines. I'm not sure, honestly. I never really looked.
I
But
was
it's
gonna say that
because
TikTok
America
has decided.
complains a lot. And you guys complain about the right. For them, it's complaining. It's not raising awareness. It's not having opinions about real life issues. It's complaining for them. That's what they see it as a complaint. It's something that's a nag for them, because if you do make enough noise, they're going to have to change it. Now you're not allowed to make any noise about it. They say you have freedom of speech, yet they're taking it away from you.
It's always been like that, like on our side of TikTok. I'm specifically
Yeah.
a part of Black Debate TikTok, because I'm a Black biracial woman. So like, we've noticed that on certain parts of debate TikTok, if you are YT, you are you're allowed to be a little bit more like open with the words that you say and stuff like that. And we've actually watched like racist YT people, and you see how I'm doing YT, because for us on the black side of debate TikTok, if we say white, they'll take us down. Me and my friends that are black or people of color that do debate and all these different type of things, if we even say one of those words, they will take us down. They will take us down for like 3 to 7 days. I can't tell you how many. All of my mutuals on debate TikTok or Black Debate TikTok have multiple pages because they consistently take us down when we talk about these things. And then for me, I realize that people, it seems like people don't take what we're talking about seriously because we have to censor ourselves so much. So it does take away like the full meaning and the full like potential of why we're speaking about these things. Because people are like, you're saying pew pew or grape and blah blah blah. It's
Hey,
like,
don't say that.
Because we have to.
Don't say those words. Like you can't say murder. You can't say. But then you're moving on as if it's just a point being mentioned. Sorry, I just want to say something to Sprackles and anyone sitting here who read Sprackles' comment. This is the reason why I don't allow blocking on the King John show, because even a troll will find comfort here and eventually switch their toes. But you have to give people an opportunity to redeem themselves, and that's why I don't block anyone here, because you can disrespect me all you like. You can say whatever you want to me. You can troll me. I will not block you. People ask, why don't you block him? Because look at him. He's participating in this conversation, and you're giving people an opportunity. Tomorrow he might come here and say the same shit again, but he might contribute to the conversation. Just because you're an asshole, it doesn't mean we should make an ass of you.
Well, and that's why, honestly, I appreciate your show because, you know, if you scroll the streets of TikTok, a lot of it is mindless stuff, and that's why I appreciate your show so much. Because we actually have conversations, and
Thank you,
I like that.
Yeah, and it's nice too because you have a different way of thinking, and you know, than what we do. And you seem to be very intelligent, and it's nice to see this rather than people fighting all the time.
Absolutely, but that's why that's the only influence I want for you to think like me, because at the end of the day, I could have sat here and said, "Oh, No Name now thinks he's part of the community, and you can have the." He is. We're all part of the same. It's not the King John Show's community. It's TikTok. This is our. Hey, 1 second. A Hughie. Bird. I just saw a bird fly in.
Oh no!
Yeah, a bird flew in.
Oh. I thought I saw it in my peripheral vision, and I was like, "What is that in the house?" I get paranoid sometimes.
Get the sloth after it.
No, Keely scared it. Whew. It gave me a fright because I saw it on the side of my eye, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And I just saw the bird like fly in, and Keely's barking so much. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, but
I'm gonna jump down, y'all. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Everyone is welcome
Bye,
here.
Jeremy.
You don't need to put a hashtag next to your name or send a heart me or subscribe or do anything to be part of my community, because as long as you're on TikTok, whenever you're here, you're my people. If you go to, let's say, Faith's live or Diva's live or Gucci's live or all those people, Gabby's live, and you sit there and you show them respect, I respect you. I respect you. But enabling is different. There's a very big difference between respect and enabling. So,
And here's the thing. People have opinions of me because of things that have happened on this app, right? But the
Jeremy, you are not a bad person. You've done some dumb shit. You've done some bad things, unexplainable. But you deserve a chance to have a conversation.
No, but the thing is, if you actually have a conversation with me and sit down with me, I'm more than willing to talk about whatever it is you need to talk about, because I'm not one of those people that, you know, won't admit that I've done some fuck shit on this app, because I know I have. 100% I know I have.
Yes.
It's hard not to when you're on the
doesn't
side
define
of TikTok
you.
that I am.
It doesn't define you. Your behavior as everybody
Oh,
does not
exactly.
define you. You're still a human being who deserves to be part of conversations. You're still a human being who deserves to learn. Perhaps you will grow into yourself around people like us. All of you.
Well, and here's the thing too, people on this app, yeah, you know me by what I've done on the app, right? Because you don't know me on the outside. Like on the outside, I'm the only person in a wheelchair in the United States with cerebral palsy that coaches soccer. You know, so I'm doing stuff on the outside.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Honestly, I don't know who you are.
Yeah,
but I've
no,
never seen you before, so
no,
Also,
yeah.
another
I
thing,
mean,
if we were to define Jeremy or anyone who has had issues and who's had controversy surrounding them, you are now creating the bad person. You are actually affecting someone else because you have an inability to differentiate between bad behavior and bad people. There are no bad people, but there are evil people.
yeah, and you know, a lot of my problems have come from trying to find my group of people that I fit in with, you know, and it's very hard to do that on an app with so many
Jeremy,
people.
why are you trying to fit in when you were born to stand out, darling?
Wait, what?
Why are you trying to fit in when you were born to stand out?
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I like that.
Why do you guys do that? Why do you subject yourself to these societal conditions when every single one of you was born to stand out?
Well, because here's the thing, and a lot of people don't understand this because they're not in my shoes, but when you have a disability the way that I do, you have to stand out because people don't give you a chance if you don't make yourself stand out because they look at you and they see somebody different because, you know, you're not walking, you're not doing the things other people do.
Okay,
And for
so
me, that's, hold
here's
on. And
Yeah,
for
but
me,
you can do stuff a lot better than what a walking person could do.
I also need
oh,
to say
trust
something
me.
here.
In
I
some
do.
respect,
I
right?
need to just give you guys like something in layman's terms. You want to fit in, right? Have you ever built a puzzle? If all the pieces are the same, how are you going to build a puzzle?
Right.
Exactly.
But King John, here's the problem with what you're saying. Though. People don't think the way that you do. I'll give you a perfect example.
Right.
When I was in high school, right?
Right.
Long time ago, because I'm old as hell. But when I was in high school, the first thing they did was they said, we're going to put you in slow-paced classes. And I was like, why? I don't need to be in slow-paced classes. Well, we think that's the best thing for you. Okay, fine. So my freshman year, I was in slow-paced classes and I would get in trouble all the time because I was bored, so I would do shit that I wasn't supposed to. And so finally, by my sophomore year, they're like, oh, we're going to put you in regular classes. Well, no shit, Sherlock. That's what I was saying the whole time.
I
You
also
know,
need
but
to
that's
say,
just,
I need to ask something. So, when you have a disability, are you judged based on that disability? Do they think that your disability, like you say, if you
yes,
have cerebral palsy, do they think that
No.
affects your intellect?
KJ,
yes.
do you remember?
That's
I
so
mean,
freaking ignorant. What?
KJ, do you remember what I said last week? I think it was last week or this weekend. Is that when it comes to being disabled, like physically disabled, if people see us like that, that's the first thing that they'll always see. That's the first thing that they will always go by because, like I was telling you, there's some weird stereotype that if someone is in a wheelchair or somebody has a physical disability, we automatically don't think correctly or we don't think like other people, and they kind of treat us like we don't understand
oh,
things. Like I was saying,
absolutely.
like when I was only
Absolutely.
17, like I said, when I was only 17 when I got into a wheelchair, everybody used to put their hands on their knees to come down to my level to talk to me, but they don't understand that automatically makes us feel like they're
Not only
treating us like
that,
children. And then there's so many other parts where people are like, oh, do you need help and stuff like that? We'll say no, but they're like, oh, I'm gonna help you anyway. All these different things, like they completely like disregard the fact that we are
Oh, what
still
are you saying?
like
That's so
still
freaking
okay,
people.
but hold
offensive.
on. I'm going to take it one step further. But
What the
you,
hell? Are you
do you know how many
serious?
times? Do you know how many times people have come up to me and they will talk louder and they will talk
Yep.
slower
Yep.
Hi, how are you? And I'm like,
Yep.
did you just have a stroke? Like, are you
Or they'll make
okay? Like,
dumbass jokes too. Like when I was a
oh
little bit
yeah.
younger, I would have people come up and they're like, "Do you have a license for that thing? Oh, you're like, don't go too fast." Like, and it was always older white tea men. I'm not gonna lie, because of where I like lived for a while. It was always older white tea men coming up to me and trying to make these
Oh,
jokes.
absolutely,
And then when
100%.
Yeah, and then when we go to the doctor's office, if we go with like our significant other or family member, they'll talk to them first before they
Oh
talk
yeah.
to us.
Can he
Like,
can he tell me where the pain is, or can he tell me about this or that? I'm like, I'm
exactly.
right here.
Like literally they talk like to our people that come with us to the doctor's office like we're not there. Like
Yes,
it's the doctor
exactly.
appointment's not like is not
She
for
is
us.
absolutely
Bridget, I was
My
100%
just
husband
right.
gonna
won't
say the
say
same thing.
anything, but my husband will help me but my husband will help me speak sometimes because of my depression and my other like mental illnesses and stuff. Sometimes I have a hard time speaking and finding my words and stuff. So like that's the only time that my husband will speak up for me. But usually people will try to talk to people, even not even in the doctor's office, anywhere we
100%.
go. Anywhere we go, if we're with
100%.
somebody else, they will talk to them first before they talk to us.
Where's the sloth?
Well, and you know what? Here's the other thing too. Like I'm a stand-up comedian, so I make jokes about it all the time. Like,
I like that
but
you say you're a stand-up comedian because you're sitting down.
Where's Mr. Sloth? Oh, Miss Sloth.
you don't think that's a joke that I make? Of course, that's a
I
joke
love
that I
it.
make.
Every
I
time,
always
can
tell
I be honest
people,
with you? I've got terrible humor. So every time you say I need to stand up for myself, I'm thinking, sit down,
how?
baby, sit
You're
down.
right. Like
Hi, Toto.
I just
You okay?
posted a joke on my
Thanks, Country
page
Mom.
that I found out recently that I could get pulled over for a DUI, but like, what are they gonna do? Make me walk a straight line? Like, come on now. Like,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Also, your speech is already slurred. So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna
yeah,
talk?
exactly. Or don't ask
I
me to
love
like.
that for you, Jeremy. Can I tell you? I love that for you. Thank you for being normal.
Well,
Not
I
victimizing
try.
yourself and weaponizing your disability. Thank you for being just like all of us, having the ability to make jokes about ourselves and not feeling hurt or detached. Thank you. You may have done a lot of things, and you do deserve a community that
Well,
appreciates the quirks that you
listen,
have. And
I I look. I tell people this all the time. I will admit that I've done crazy crap on here, but who hasn't? You know, like we've all done some stuff that we're not proud of on this app. At least I have. But like I said, my biggest issue is I'm trying to find my group of people because this app is very neat oriented. So it's almost like being in high school again, right? If you're not on that side, people don't like you.
Yeah, it's very clicky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
definitely gotta find your people
100%
on
it
here.
is. But if people actually get to know me and realize that, like, I'm no different than any of you guys, other than the fact that I can't get up and walk around the room. That's it. I can do everything else.
Well, geez, half the time I can't.
I
Yeah, see,
mean, I'll teach you.
that's what people don't understand. That's why I was telling like KJ last week, like just being physically disabled or any disability, even invisible disabilities, were automatically like in a societally we're already put in a box because that's what society likes to do. Off and on, like the internet, is put people in boxes, even if we don't necessarily belong in said boxes, because that's what makes them comfortable. It's not about learning, it's not about desensitizing themselves, it's not about realizing the stereotypes and all these different type of things within all these different communities. It's just
Right,
about it's just about control, and it's just about making sure that people will they well, not making sure,
right,
but making like
What makes
making people think
sense?
that they realize like why they are the way that they are, and that there's always something wrong with that because of the nuclear type of family, like traditionalism, all those different type of things play a
right.
role when it comes to these things. And that's why the older generation refuses to realize that what we do now in 2025 is because of these things that people were quote unquote scared of. And I said this
Oh yeah,
last week.
absolutely.
It's uncomfortability. People are uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, and that's including the disabled community.
And
That's
I'm
why I
gonna.
was telling KJ, we're always the butt of the joke. We're always not
Oh,
taken seriously.
absolutely,
We have
absolutely.
and if you're in America, we have one of the hardest times to get what we need from these people. And this is like a TMI thing, but a lot of us, and that's another thing that people joke about is, oh, y'all wear diapers. No, we call them briefs. I can't even get my
Well,
briefs without having to pay out of pocket now because I moved into a different state.
it's so funny you say that because I have that problem too.
I realized that too. I started seeing that on TikTok after I moved to Colorado from New Mexico. I have to pay out of pocket to get my own briefs. I didn't have to do that in New Mexico. I got my briefs and my and catheters and everything I needed under my insurance. But New Mexico also is like underdeveloped, whatever. But Colorado, as soon as I moved up here, I was like, okay, I need this, I need this, I need this, and I told my doctors that I have my medication and I have my catheters,
How much does it
but
cost?
I don't have my briefs. What were we gonna say?
How much does it cost a month for you to get your briefs? Like, how much are you spending a month on this?
I haven't done the math, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is
It's
TMI, but I also
expensive.
want
It's
full.
expensive.
It is expensive, but I also want to be very transparent because if I can't go TMI with y'all
Go
for
ahead.
y'all to understand,
You can do
then
it.
I don't know what we're doing here. We're all adults. You know what I mean? But I have not been able to get briefs right now because of it's expensive to live here. So I can't wear briefs right now because I can't afford them.
And I'm going to go one step further, and I think this is going to be. I think this is going to blow KJ's mind, honestly. KJ, what do you think the number one question people get asked in wheelchairs is?
It's sexual, right?
I knew exactly where Jeremy was going. I
How
knew
did I
exactly
know
where
that?
Jeremy was going.
Because I've seen it so many times. How do you do the nasty? Who
Well, it's not even how do you do it, it's
can you?
can you?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Yep.
Like,
They
that's the number one. I'll be
I've been
honest with you, KJ, I haven't had a girlfriend in 21 years because the last girl that I was with was probably the most understanding person I have ever met in my life. And I was in college. Yes, people in wheelchairs go to college. I know it's mind blowing, but
Jeremy.
I'm
That's
no,
okay.
I was being sarcastic.
But
I
you're
was
30.
sarcastic.
No, but I'm saying you're 38, and the last time you have had a girlfriend was 21 years ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Diesel, Bron, I love you guys. Have a lovely day, babies. I'll see you later. I'm sorry, but what?
I was also gonna what Jeremy also brought up like reminded me of something too. And I'm actually grateful enough to have been able to be with my husband for like the last 8 years. Like I met him about like 2 months or 3 months after my accident, and I came back home after being in the hospital for 6 months. So I'm very grateful to be able to have my like husband. But this what Jeremy said also reminded me of something. So I followed this couple. I forgot what
Squirmy and Grubs.
The what?
Squirmy and Grubs. Is that who you're talking about?
It's the blonde girl, and then the guy that also has I forgot if he has muscular I can't
Yeah,
speak right now.
Squirmy and Grubs.
Yeah, I've been following them for years now, for years.
They're
But there
so
was this
cute together.
they are. I love them so much together. But the thing that hurt my heart was like a couple years ago. I think it was like 2020. And I think they just got engaged. And there was a bunch of people in the comments saying the worst things, but there was one in particular, and I added her back. She was all like, "Oh, you shouldn't be like marrying him. You should be going out and living your life like fully because you have to be his caregiver for the rest of your life." And I'm like, "Ma'am, do you not understand that disabled people?" Wait, let me finish. Disabled people get to have love. Disabled people get to be in relationships.
Yeah.
We all deserve to be able to do that. And this woman actually, she personally messaged me and said that that girl deserves a better quality of life and she doesn't need to be marrying somebody that can't take care of themselves. And then I told her, I'm like, you are disgusting for saying that. And how dare you sit here and believe that nobody gets to have love if we're disabled? And she told me, she said, I bet you in a couple years when they break up, I'll message you. They've been together ever since. They've been together for 10 plus years.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry to interject. Is this like normal? Sorry, okay, I'm gonna say this again.
It is.
In South Africa, when people say the R slur that you guys call a slur, when people say this, it has nothing to do with disability. They will ask you, dude, are you R? Because it's like, are you stupid? The word here has no impact on disability. Why? Because the one thing I love about my country is we don't discriminate against people with disabilities. So just that thing that you just said right now, I'm quite flawed because, I don't know, South African babies, you sitting here, like, what the hell I don't think you guys understand how explosive it's for us to hear this.
I know.
It's not.
I know.
But see, that's what you need to understand in the U.S., and it's unfortunate, right? But in the U.S., the two words, the R word and disability, for some reason, are intertwined with each other.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't only go, because back in the day when the R word was used in medical books and stuff like that, they weren't. They are mentally R word, yes. Yeah. But now because of like the I'm not even gonna try to say that word.
Desensitization.
They literally, like, it's used for every single type of disability. I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody call me the R word because they know that I'm in a wheelchair. They know that I'm disabled. It doesn't matter what kind of disability you have, even though it was already taken out of the books when I was a child because of Obama. It was taken out of the medical books officially when I was still a kid. But becoming like an adult, especially a grown adult with a disability, people do not care if you have an invisible disability, a neurological disability, a physical disability. The R word will always be used towards the whole of the disabled community. And that's what's disgusting out here. They don't care. They don't care. And then our government doesn't care about us anyway. Because I wanted to say this the other day. When it comes to being, I think it's either SSI or SSDI. I'm sorry if it's, I don't remember.
Get me started.
You're not
on
allowed
this.
to have more than $2,000 from a third party. If you get more than $2,000, they can take your
absolutely.
Your money and all that. But another thing that y'all, I don't think y'all know in like South Africa, marrying somebody when you're disabled is the most hardest thing that you could do as a disabled person, because if you marry somebody, they automatically will try to take all of your benefits, your money benefits, your health insurance,
But
because
then they can
believe
send your money to the blue and white flag, your tax-paying money, to buy guns and fund nuclear and war and this and that. But
but we're not allowed to marry. They can do that. They can do with that money for unnecessary things, but they want to take our money away because they expect disabled people to live in a stereotypical way, alone and being taken care of by somebody. So they believe that if you marry somebody,
this sounds like Darwinism, survival of
it does.
And
It does.
I'm going to say a few things here, and it's probably going to shock you a little bit, TJ, so be warned. But like, I was battling somebody, and they told me that I needed to go back in my mom and cook some more, so that maybe I come out the right way. And that's the attitude that some people have.
What the fuck? I'm sorry for what?
No, yeah,
like, what?
no, yeah, I mean, that's what I've dealt with.
Do people
And
say these things to you guys like unsolicited? Like it just
yes,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. And just to go off of what she's saying, okay, I'll give you another example. I've written 2 books in my life. And guess what? I wasn't allowed to make any money from those books. Not any money, because they said if you make too much money, we will take every ounce of benefits that you have. And let me be very clear. When we say benefits, we don't really care about the money. Benefits includes your health insurance, everything that you have. That's part of your benefits.
Hi, Jen.
Exactly.
Hi, KJ. I'm one of the silent watchers. I don't come up on the screen that often, but I want to say something about this disability. One, I have 6 children. They're all boys. 4 of the children are special needs. Okay, my youngest one is worse than my other 3. The other 3 can get along just fine. The youngest one, I'm gonna have to take care of him for the rest of my life. He cannot live alone. But the disability community that my kids have, they're not. Their disability is not physical. I can't say it's not visual. So they're not like in wheelchairs or anything like that. They have other types of disability that nobody can see.
And we call those invisible disabilities.
Yeah, invisible disabilities. But the thing is I'm going to say this point blank, but it doesn't mean anything. They cannot marry normal people. They seem to want to marry other special need children or other special need.
I get that question all the time.
How do you take care of your spouse if you are special needs and your spouse is special needs? How do you support your spouse? Like, what are you supposed to sit and cry together in your grief and cry about how much it costs to be you and like what do they want? I'm sorry, but this sounds sick and cruel and disgusting and so inhumane.
Hold on, Jeremy. What? And my son got married 5 years ago, and he was getting a full Social Security check. And I told him, don't get married. They're going to cut your Social Security check. He didn't listen because, of course, mom don't know nothing. He got married, and they cut his check. So they live on limited income because they're married.
Yep.
Right. So a lot of times what they'll do is if you want to be with somebody, I tell people that I'm interested in this all the time because, well, quite frankly, I have to. I always say, like, I'll be with you, I'll give you the ceremony, I'll have the party, I'll have the, ceremony and all of that, but I will not get that piece of paper because the moment I get that piece of paper, everything changes for me.
Exactly. That's why I call my husband, but we're not married by law. We don't have the paper. But I'm not going to sit here and call my husband my boyfriend for the next 10 or whatever years. We've been together for 8 years. So
and
my
son,
Go ahead,
my
Candy.
son being special needs, some of the children that are special needs, like my son, for an example, and I'm only speaking about my kids. I don't know anybody else's kids. They settle for the first person that will love them and be with them.
Yes.
They do not shop around, or I don't want to say sleep around, but I'm talking about date around, shop around, for the best person
dating.
possible.
Yeah, that's called casual dating. But I feel like Candy's not really wrong. I feel like that's one part of that a lot of people don't talk about, especially in the disabled community, is that because there's such a stereotype and there's such big pushback on the disabled community, people that are in the disabled community, like, we have this thing about people pleasing. We have this thing about the first person that shows us love or anything like that. Like I said, I was very, very, very blessed to have met my husband the way that I did and that we were together. We are still together. But a lot of people are going to always tell us, especially if you're a younger person with a disability, they're like, you need to be ready for that. You need to be ready to maybe not have like someone in your life and stuff. Like, before my grandmother passed, she said, you need to find somebody that will see you before they see that chair. You need to find someone that will actually see you before your disability and treat you as normal as possible. All my friends and family, especially my friends and family that knew me before being in a wheelchair, they still treat me the same exact way. They don't treat me like strangers do. That's the thing. But unfortunately, some people have to deal with that within their family as well. It's like their family kind of like gets uncomfortable with the fact that
That's
they're
my family.
disabled.
My kid's got a
Exactly.
learning disability, and my parents and everybody. My parents known them since the day that they were born. My son is 30 years old. They're like, "What is he saying? What is he saying? What is he saying?" And here in America, as the special need child, they don't teach you how to read, write, spell correctly and stuff like that.
Exactly.
They just pass you on. So my son, who's 30, can't read that well, let alone spell that well, but he's good with his hands. That's why we're fighting a job right now, because he has to be able to fill out an application. He can't. He has to be able to pass tests. He can't. But if you give him that hands-on training, he can.
Exactly. And I feel like that's another thing with America is that they are not equipped and don't
No,
want to be
not
equipped
at all.
for
Because
people
not
that are
everybody
not
learns
quote
the local
unquote
thing.
normal. Because if you are
Okay,
normal,
but the reality is it's not that they're not equipped. It's not that
they
they're
don't
not,
want to be equipped, is what I'm saying.
they refuse because it's Darwinism.
Right,
Exactly.
and
Because this is it. I'm sorry, but if you guys, if people want to, if people want to call a spade, and the spade here is that it's survival of the fittest,
Exactly.
and
And
well,
we're
I'll be
look,
honest with you.
the people
Like,
that are in special needs, they're looked at differently. Like
Exactly.
I was gonna ask Grandma. In the black community, it's okay for you guys to say the N word, but if an other community that is not black says that, then everybody in the black community gets after us. But in our white community, it's okay. I just don't get that.
the word
You
should
know.
not be
Wait, so
used.
I was going to
The word should not be used, period, by anybody, nobody,
well,
not black, not white, not green, not yellow, nobody. It's not. It's
I
not
was
a
gonna
describing word. It's not a word that belongs in our vocabulary. It is an outdated, archaic word that deserves to be put in a bin and burned.
and I can
It,
see
it,
where you're coming from. I just wanted to answer the question a little bit with like just historical facts.
okay.
Especially when it comes to America, the N word the N word itself was actually a word that was used within the black community, especially in certain parts of Africa. But there was a different type of way that you would say it.
Yep.
Doesn't it mean
There was a
something else?
different.
Yep.
It did mean something else. That's what I was going to say. It did mean something
They
else.
took
There was
the
a
word
different
and they
way of
made it
saying
something
it. They
else.
took it, they colonized it, and they turned it
Yep.
into something that
Yeah,
kept us down. And that's why when the black community says we're taking the word back, we quite literally are taking the word
Okay,
back because it meant something else before it
but
was
I do need to
colonized.
say something, with all due respect to the black community. You're American. You're not African anymore. You're American. Your mother and father were born in America. Your grandparents were born. You're American.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to take that word back because you're not in Africa.
I
Well, the word, but that's what I'm saying. But
Well, but
like
I'm
with
saying, and
Churchill,
that's just my argument when I hear people saying, "Yeah, but we say because it's taking." Where are you taking it back to? You're keeping it in America. You're keeping it in your atmosphere, in your
but we still are
environment.
African American because we know where our ancestors came from and stuff like
right.
that, and because
Can I be
because of
honest with you?
chattel slave.
I do need to tell y'all, a lot of you don't realize that you might not actually be African American because there were dark-skinned people in America before Christopher Columbus, and it wasn't just natives. You're just not told about the other part. You think only one part of
Because
America
they
was
don't talk about it. They don't
because
talk
they
about
Well,
want
it.
no,
to
that's why
rewrite your history and tell you that all the Africans that are living or the black people living in America were slaves. They came there as slaves. Who's to say that you weren't dominating the land anyway? Because let's talk about migration. The only reason people
Well,
have different skin colors is because of migration. It's a mutation. It's not because you're different. It's not because I'm different. My skin is lighter than yours because my skin's lighter than yours because of my genetics.
Same as the special needs. You're not
but in
special needs
actuality,
people are different.
Well, I
yeah,
was gonna
but
say I'm light skinned. I'm also black biracial, but like I say black before I say biracial because of phenotypes and stuff like that. But that's
Yeah.
why in America the whole race thing and the ethnicity thing and stuff is such a weird conversation because
Yes.
of the descriptors that they gave us. That's why we as like us in the black community or marginalized communities we have to look into our backgrounds. That's why we say that not all black people in America are African American.
But
We
the
say
thing is,
African American because our ancestors were slaves. That's where we use the term
but
African
the thing is
American.
that's what you're told. This is my thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to history, history is written by the victors and the victims, or the people
Yeah,
who have power.
that's true.
Who's to say that your ancestry were not slaves? They were always on that land. Who's to say that they were slaves? No, it's true. But black people weren't taken around the world just by ships. Black people were everywhere. Yeah. Do you know that the first Irish were black? The people in Ireland right now, it's light skinned Europeans, but the people who inhabited Ireland before Ireland was Ireland were black people. So who's to say that black people weren't sitting in America before Christopher Columbus came and they decided to bring the slaves there to rewrite your history, to make you feel like this land did not belong to you in the first place? This land
Well, that's
belongs
why
to everybody.
I completely understand where you're coming from, but that's like where me and like a lot of our people that are on debate TikTok, or we just do these conversations, we just don't throw around the word African American, or we don't throw around certain words and descriptors, because the true meaning of these words, especially in America, are not there. That's why, like, my ancestry is a little bit different. I do have ancestry from West Africa, but also indigenous, like Native Americans and stuff like that. And so my ancestry and stuff are different. My mother was indigenous, my dad was black. But for other people, like, I feel like a lot of people, and sometimes in the black community, don't understand that background and their ancestry and stuff like that. So that's why we have a flag. We literally, us as African Americans, have a certain flag, but there are other black people that are from other parts of the world. And that's what we're trying to teach other people. And that's what we're trying to teach, is that not all black people in America have ancestry when it comes to chattel slavery, or it comes from other parts of history that, like you said, they quote unquote want to put in our heads. That's why I never paid attention in school, and I've been doing my own research for years now, because I'm not going to take the white tea man's word, because it's not our history. It's, my dad said it the best, it's not history, it's his story. Because that's what America wants us to think. That's what America does in our education system. And that's why when you were talking to that white tea man the other day, oh, you're being racist towards Americans. I didn't know American was a race. Are you for real? Like, a lot of people out here don't know the difference between nationality, race, and ethnicity.
Yeah,
And it's scary. It's mad
yeah.
scary to talk to people on almost on a daily basis on my side of TikTok about these things, because they refuse to understand that the history in the history books are not going to tell the real story. And that's why our president is trying to take away
Why
historical.
it's called his story and not real story.
Exactly. But that's why our president wants to take away all of these museums, because he knows that the real history is within these museums, and he does not want nobody to know.
But I believe it's a good thing to take away all the museums. I think it's a good thing to erase that part. You know why? Because that's what keeps us segregated, having our own flags, having our own identities, when in actuality we're all part from one port. We're human.
Let me just say one more thing before I drop. You know, as far as like the special need community, my son is 23 years old, has more problems than my other three special need kids, and no, he does not get any help whatsoever from the state of Arizona because he's too overqualified. You know, so therefore he can't get a job. But yet he's too overstimulated or whatever, and can't even get a job.
Well, and it drives me crazy, I'm going to be honest, because first of all, I'm a very active person, which I know sounds really funny, but like, I don't like sitting at home doing nothing because it bothers me. Like, that's why I'm a soccer coach. But if I had my way, I would have a 40-hour-a-week job. I would be going to work 9 to 5, but I can't. I literally can't. And I've had people say, well, you're lazy. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with being lazy. It has to do with being quote unquote more handicapped by the systems that we have.
Babies, I actually have to run. I'm sorry to cut the show. I will be back. I actually have to run because I realized that I had to go do something. And now someone who's supposed to take
Well,
me.
aren't you supposed to be going for a nail appointment?
Hey, Grandma, can I message you? Because
So
I have
I'll
a
be back.
question for you.
I didn't mean to be rude. I'll be back. I'm supposed to be going to do my nails, which I need to go get done. And my driver's here to take me, and I'm not ready. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will be back and we're going to continue this because this is important.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.